Hello and welcome. Why am I talking like this? To chapter
Welcome
2.
to Salt Bay ASMR.
This is NPR now.
Am I doing it right?
To Tales of Salt Bay. On this day's episode, we are going to be tickling your senses. Okay, I'll stop.
We'll talk about whippets.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here. You can tell by the sound of my voice.
Whippets real good. Whippets.
Whippets real good. No, but in all seriousness, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are the bestest. This is episode 2 of our, and I should say chapter 2 of our Jane Austen inspired tabletop RPG called Good Society from Story Brewers. And the title of our book is yet to be named, but I think the working title is currently The Sensitivity of Whippets.
That is a very good name, and I don't know how you expect us to beat it.
Oh my God. Dom, I don't know what this list of names means. No, that was just for Patreon backers. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to add those names into the show. They're very anachronistic. Sorry.
I want Kevin.
Kevin and Karen always need to be in the show.
Oh, look who is into the party. Eric
Icons.
Norse Foundry Crew. This is not it. Invert 180, His Majesty. Sorry, fam.
Duke of...
I misunderstood. That ain't it. Sorry. What was I gonna say?
Banana, long may she reign.
my alt account, Havana Banana. But yes, welcome. We're so excited to have you. The first chapter was so cool and so exciting, and we had a ton of fun. We hope you did too. And if you want to retweet either, I think Saving Throw Show has a going live tweet, Nega Oryx has a going live tweet, I have a going live tweet. Check it out, retweet, let people know we are doing this cool business over here and that they should come and support. And basically you have to retweet Nega Oryx's tweet because it's her birthday tomorrow. So sorry. So can we first and foremost get some amazing happy birthday hype in the chat for Nega Oryx?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, baby!
I love you.
You are loved and adored. I'm so glad you are doing so many circles around the sun.
So many. Never enough.
To the beautiful
We want
Nega
more.
Oryx.
Yeah.
To the most beautiful girl in the world.
More
Get
circles.
it.
Age
She's
in
an
front of us right
icon.
now. We
She's
demand
a
it.
legend. She looks good in suits and dresses and things.
Fact.
Suits and suits and dresses and things.
One more time.
Suits, dresses, and things. Oh my God. Any hair color you want, anything you want, she's gonna serve it to you.
Yes.
Characters
True.
for days.
Look at her right
She
now.
does
Look
it
at her.
all with
right?
kindness.
Mm.
Like, also, can I just talk about she's like literally one of the most nicest, kindest people I've
Yo.
ever met. And it like makes me angry sometimes because I think I'm nice, but she's like really nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
And like,
she-
I love it.
She's so nice. I'm angry at her that
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not fair because
It's
we're all
true.
supposed to be miserable.
She's like
you.
beautiful.
And
And then
she's
she's like, I have a
thriving.
heart. And you're like, you have a heart of gold.
Gold.
Interrupting my misery with your beauty and kindness and grace. It is offensive.
And
I was under the
talent.
impression that everybody who succeeded in this business was miserable.
Yes.
You can
Or,
be
like,
miserable and nice,
Fucked
Eric.
over people to do it. And she's just good and kind. And I've never heard literally anyone ever say anything bad about her.
That's
Like, ever.
facts. Truly.
And we live in
I
Los
love
Angeles
you.
and everybody talks shit. So that's pretty fucking wild.
absolutely.
you.
Happy birthday,
you.
baby.
Happy
Thank you, I
birthday,
love
baby.
you.
Now that the most important business is out of the way, I guess I'll talk about our sponsors. One of our sponsors, Dom's firing me after this. Hero Forge, you know it, you love it. It is a website where you can go and design your very own miniature to the most insane detail levels. Dare I say minutia? Is that how you use that word, Abria?
Yeah.
We're gonna go with it. Yeah, if you want to go check it out on their website, then you can also use the code Saving Throw Show for 10% off. 15?
Apparently, there's no code.
Listen, you can try that code. You will get 0% off. But I guess just go look at him. Give him your money. Dom fired me. You can also get them painted. So if you don't have the time or the means or the wills to paint your minis, don't worry. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Go check out Hero Forge. And also, importantly, we have our first toast, and it's from Junk Garage. Prepare your asses. I mean glasses.
Excuse me. I am a lady.
So improper. I couldn't tell by looking at you in that suit.
Did you send my brother here?
Disrespectful. I hope the Whippets are doing much better after the sensitivity of Whippets fundraising ball. All the best, Sir Junkathy Garage the Third Esquire.
An esquire.
Oh, cheers.
Beauty. Cheers.
Posterior.
To your health.
For
Oh
the
my
queen.
goodness. For the queen.
That's a different
For the
game,
queen.
Eric.
I love that game.
We should play that game, though.
We should totally play that. I love
We
that.
should
Damn
totally
it,
play that
Eric.
game. All right, then I think that's the sponsors. That is the toast we have so far. I'm not sure where we're at the sub count, but if we reach 150, y'all get a 4th episode of this. There's already going to be 3, but if you hit 150, we're going to do a 4th episode, and I guess the 4th episode is going to be have zombies. Yeah, because apparently this is what you folks want. Okay, I respect that.
The sensitivity of Whippets and the undead.
That's right. They were like, I mean, I love all this period drama, but what if, hear me out, flesh feasting.
Flesh feast.
Hear me out, what about a flesh feast?
It's one of Mother's weird themed balls.
Oh God,
Yeah.
the flesh feast. That's disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
We are
Watched a movie kind of
17.
about that this last week, and that's crazy. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Imagine, can you imagine Terry watching a horror movie? Can you imagine?
So
I
weird.
would love
So odd. 17 subscriptions away right now from hitting that 150 goal, and then after that we're going to unlock a resolve token at 175, and at 200 a monologue token, which if you were here last episode, you know exactly what those do, and if not, you will soon find out, won't you? All right, but yeah, I think that's everything. I think we can just get into the game unless anybody has anything else they need to put up top. Can we talk about Abria's very nice jacket and cravat?
Thank you. I stole it from my brother.
Why can't you buy your own clothes?
Because it's fun to steal things from him.
Perhaps they do not have the means, and that's why they are raising money at the ball so that their
These
own daughter can.
Baseless
clothes.
claims.
Mhm.
I've honestly had this for 20 minutes and I'm very comfortable. Like, what
You
if I
look
just
good.
wear it though?
You look good.
Kind of cozy.
You
No,
look
I'm-
good.
Very into it. I think there's some other folks around here that are very into it.
Yeah.
I just saw some eyebrows raised. No, they were
Okay.
like, yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
there they
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
I think it's next. Is it next?
Those dimples do not lie.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That's the one.
Oh.
God.
It's the best one though. You
I
only
only
need
have
one. When they're that
Right
good, you only
there.
need one. That's right.
My mom also
Um,
only has one dimple on the right cheek as
Who?
well. So my mom,
Oh.
like I totally inherited it from her. She has it only on one side as
That's
well.
so
I have one if I
cute.
smile real big.
Terry, that's so scary. Please don't smile like that. You look like you're
I
in
smile with all my
pain.
strength.
Terry's
My
been
mom
stabbed,
has like
so-
huge dimples on both sides of her face, and they're like massive. And I was always
I'm
jealous.
so jealous of
So
that.
I worked
love
so hard, and I
dimples.
got that one. I'm like, hey,
Is there a way to like grow a dimple?
There's
there
like
really
birth
ways to
defects.
go
I'm not
into?
gonna go into it. You don't. It's like, or you
What
can
if I
get the
wanna, like,
piercings.
raise a
You can do the
crop?
piercings. I have a friend
That's true.
who did the piercings, and now they have
Mhm.
them.
You could rock those, Bria, I think.
You just gotta work out your face muscles.
Wow.
Wait, what? That's not how that works. Oh, I mean, what I meant to say was that's definitely how it works. Keep at it, Eric.
Sorry, how does it? Oh, how does it work? It's great. It's
Is
going
that
really
how it
well.
is?
Going really well for you.
Man.
Yes, good.
Oh my God, that got aggressive at the end, and I'm alarmed. Mm. All right, let's get into it then. If there's nothing else, let's make sure the music is still playing because I don't know.
It is.
It
I
is
love
perfect because sometimes it just stops playing for me, and I don't know why, and I can't. It can't be helped. But let's move into it. There's no way we can do a quick recap of last time, but so let's just get into it. We're going to open up with our first novel chapter of the cycle. And together we're going to decide, if y'all weren't here last time, this is an incredibly collaborative game. I'm the facilitator, but we're all equal parts the storytellers, the writers of this novel, if you will. So we're going to decide for our first novel chapter, do we want this to be an event? Do we want this to be vignettes? Do we want this to be some like side-by-sides, the duality of coinciding scenes? What are y'all feeling from last game that you want to explore right out the gate here?
Well, we set up the idea of the hunt,
Mhm.
the
Yes,
family
yeah.
hunt. So
Mhm.
that might be a central event that everyone would attend in
Right.
some capacity.
Which no animals will be harmed in.
Yeah, it's just riding in the woods and tweet.
Yeah.
I think Dame Clara was also talking about throwing a party as well.
True.
That's true.
That
Yes.
could work well.
All right, for my little artist friend.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have two prospects
Find us some
here.
eligible bachelors around the place.
These both feel like events, so I think they would take up, either one of them would take up the entirety of the novel round. So I think we should decide between one of them. The
Yeah.
choices being the hunt that I believe Alexander Chalmers was invited to, who is a potential suitor of
Suitor.
Abria's character of Rosaline. And everyone would be invited to that. I think maybe kind of also, you didn't like directly extend an invite to your father, Eric, but you did write him a letter about it. So I wonder.
I said that
maybe
it
if-
was like we were preparing for it, that he would come for
so
when
maybe he
comes
would be
to town.
attending. So we'd
Yeah.
be introduced to that character. And then of course everybody else would be in attendance. Dame Clara, I think could be in attendance, but we'd kind of have to.
Yeah.
I think we'd have to have a scene where we find out how she got to go to that, because
I was like, should I come in disguise?
Oh my God. She came with the Pembroke estate, or it was like, or Adelaide got a personal invitation from someone, and Dame Clara was her guest, and then it's like, well, I can't refuse.
I'm her
someone
chaperone.
with a formal invitation, their guest.
And she'll be her chaperone and ensure that her maiden stays intact.
Ooh.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, that
maybe-
sounded so
Wow,
crazy.
Please don't say that.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna set this
other
wine
option-
aside.
The other. Oh, I forgot to show you. This is what I need to tell you up top. You all know I love getting a themed beverage, and I
We
found
love a
this Pinot
themed one.
Noir that is literally called Rosemount. It's backwards.
Oh,
Oh, it's forward.
Rosemount Estate. It's called Rosemount Estate, and I
Who
saw it
lives
and I
on
was like,
Rosemount Estate?
I never spend more than $10 on wine. I tell you that right now, but I did. I splurged for this because it was so thematic, and it's kind of bad, but
Oh no.
I think I took the first sip of it. And I was like, "Heh, okay, yeah, for the theme, let's go." Okay, so that's option. I don't know why I was Canadian. That's one option. The other option for an opening event is that we do Dame Clara's event at her estate, Connerton, right? The Connerton estate, which is basically for the sole purpose of introducing Adelaide to the community at large and potentially connecting her with one, if not multiple, suitors. And I believe everyone would be invited to that as well. So I think we need to pick one. And it could be that we do one event this round and the next novel chapter is another event. That's not out of the question. But we just need to decide at the very least which one we're opening with, or if we're just doing one.
I feel like Dame Clara's one probably it's just easier to fit more people into it.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. Very cool. Then let's set the scene via Terry. How is this event look? I mean, especially let's understand it in the contrast to the ball that we saw in the first chapter. Like, what are the comparisons there?
It's a strictly no whippet zone.
No dogs allowed. You put that on the invite. It's only for what's her butt.
But it makes the like Snoopy like
no whippets allowed
dogs
specifically. Like there'll be
allowed.
other dogs there because I definitely have dogs, but there's no whippets allowed. I just have like a weird. It's gonna be anti-whippet, even though I feel like me Terry. I'm just letting you guys know I love dogs, all of them. They're all puppies and they're all perfect and they're all amazing. Okay, but Dame Clara doesn't want to see a whippet near her estate. That's how she knows she's been invaded by Miss
Oh, and let's ask this too. Actually, is it a ball or is it like an elegant dinner party?
Ooh.
Is it specifically something like in the afternoon in the garden, like a
Ooh.
tea party? Like it doesn't have like I think I would prefer if it wasn't another ball.
Sure.
Just because we've already done that. It could be like a picnic on your estate. Like if it's just an event to help Adelaide meet people, I don't think it has to be necessarily a ball.
A
Yeah, it
darty,
could be
a day party.
A darty?
it could be a dinner. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think Dame Clara would do?
Or like, can we do like a weekend brunch?
Absolutely. Would you want to do that in your home? Would you want to do it like as a picnic? Would you want
We'll do it on my grounds as a picnic? And so there's going to be a certain area that will have, obviously servants will be serving some beautiful things. But you have an opportunity to escape away for liaisons if need be. Obviously nothing crazy. We want to make sure and ensure, I won't say the words, but we want to make sure that, everyone stays
Some
in
light
propriety.
over the pants action, and that's it.
Stop, Eric.
Propriety.
I'm
love
already
you, brother.
blushing. This is so early in the night to be at this point.
Propriety. Excuse
Good.
me as I'm like,
Pops a titty out. So
ready for this party.
I would like to know where on the estate it is, because I'm assuming that since she is a dowager, that Connorton is an incredibly vast estate. So we could have potentially many places this could take place. It could take place right on, what would be, quote unquote, the back patio. It could be in the garden. It could be
No. I have
in the
multiple
stash.
gardens.
It could be
we
in
have
one
the
of
walled
the
garden. I
gardens.
have the other garden. For those who just recently watched the Crown season, the last season, there's so many gardens. It's hilarious. He has
It
all
could
these
just
gardens.
be like a natural spot that you adore on your thing, like a special hill with a special tree. Where
I think
is
it's a
this
special
location?
garden that was dedicated to my late husband. It was a special place that I think makes me think of love, and I think that might be a great place to see it grow. It is towards the back corner, not too far from the stables, because he did love horses, but it's far enough away you don't have to have the smell of the stables. But out towards the northeast quadrant of the back of my estate. There's beautiful rolling hills and a lovely lake that's actually man-made because I really wanted to lake there. So they had to... What's so funny? Do you find that comical?
It's just
I guess some people might think it's
excessive.
extravagant.
Yeah.
Excessive? Have you met me yet?
No, ma'am, I'm the narrator.
Oh, perfect.
I don't
Then-
know that we're meant to meet. This fourth wall breaking can be quite upsetting to some.
I feel strange. Am I a character in a story?
Best not to think about it.
All right.
Cheers.
Now I feel like we're in like some Ionesco play. Okay.
It's quite a shame that Dame Clara can't afford 4 walls.
Wow. Okay, Eric.
I love
And it keeps crumbling. That wall keeps crumbling. I
Yeah.
don't know how to keep it up.
Eric
So,
must be drinking some Baja Blast.
Oh my God, that sounds so good. Okay. I love Baja Blast. Oh God, what a perfect drink. What a perfectly terrible drink.
Is
So
there
yes.
any other descriptor that you would find of import? Of this
Yes,
event?
there's some beautiful trees and pathways that lead around that you can go, take you on a nice stroll through a very natural English garden. Um, yeah, I'm just picturing like one of the English gardens in the Huntington, actually. So it's just, but with a cool little lake. So you've got lily pads and an opportunity to row across the lake if you so choose. There's a little dock with some boats, a handful of boats, if people would like to go out. It's very romantic. There's some umbrellas if needed for a little bit of shade here and there. But mostly the garden's really well grown, so you don't have to worry about excessive heat. Also, because it's not often very hot here.
True. Perfect. Then I think, and this, we can negotiate this, but I think I would like to open up. We want to open up in the midst of the action, but I would love to open up on a scene between Dame Clara and Adelaide, as like Dame Clara is checking on Adelaide to see like how it's going or if everything's to her liking. Is anybody opposed to that? Okay, let's start there then. The camera zooms in sort of top down as we see multiple picnic blankets spread out across this gorgeous garden. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and the light is dappling the many shrubs and bushes and elegant iron wrought walls that surround this part of the property, as light also glistens off the surface of the man-made lake and sort of fills the air with an ethereal nature of light. And then we zoom in closer on a confident conversation between Dame Clara and her protege, Adelaide Harrowby.
Oh, my dear Adelaide, today couldn't be more perfect for your debut to our lovely society.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Dame Clara, for putting together such an event.
Anything for you, my darling. I truly hope that today brings love, excitement, and flirtation.
If you insist, ma'am.
If someone catches your eye only, of course. You do let me know first, though, who you are speaking with, or I'll keep an eye. Let you know if that's a tree you should continue to bark at, yes?
Yes, feel free to introduce me to whoever you think I should be conversing with. I'm sure anyone gracing us with their presence today is someone recommended by you, but if there's anyone you'd like me to pay mind to in particular.
Someone suitable with lots of money, and there will be lots of them here today, so should be great fun.
As you wish. And Adelaide kind of is sketching. I think it's probably a no-no, but I think that's like the one cheeky thing she's trying to get away with, is like up until the minute that Dame Clara actually tells her to go socialize, she has like a little sketchbook and she's
what is she drawing?
Little she's sketching sort of what she sees in front of her, but she's augmenting it a little bit and just kind of creating her own landscape out of Dame Clara's gardens. So she's accurately recreating, the lake and the trees and birds or whatever it is that she's seeing. But I think she's adding in two figures walking around the lake and hasn't filled in their faces, but is kind of doing just the clothes.
Oh, it's you and someone soon, I hope.
We'll see, Dame Clara.
Do be careful with your fingers, though. I do not want them to be all covered in charcoals or anything.
Oh.
Do you have a nice set of gloves with you?
I can go wash up if the guests are arriving soon.
It
Oh,
might
no,
be
no, no.
best.
Guests are there.
They're here.
We're in the
Oh.
middle of the action. You're sort of just off to one side having this conversation.
Be in these streets, girl.
And you're at the back of the estate. So for you to go back to the house, you'd probably be gone for half an hour or longer.
I think she 100% did that on purpose because she doesn't want to be here.
Good thing Dame Clara probably has an extra set, if I had to guess.
Perhaps if I walk
Here.
in the direction of the estate.
Take these.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. I'll just go and fetch
I just had a
drink.
fresh mani the other day.
Oh, lovely.
It is, isn't it? It's so nice when someone takes care of you.
Why don't I go get us something to snack on or a beverage? Can I get you anything, Dame Clara?
Oh yes, you can get me just something sparkly.
Right
Will do.
away.
A servant approaches at that moment and is just like, I heard there might be thirst at hand. I'm here. What can I get for you?
Yes, I'm very thirsty.
What can I fetch for you, ladies?
Something sparkly for me.
Sparkly, okay.
Just tea, thank you.
What sort of tea, mum?
Whatever's your favorite. Thank you.
Right away. And they sort of shuffle off to a little service corner that's been set up, like away, far enough away from the picnic area that it's not ruining the illusion of like being out and about and independently experiencing nature. And there's like a full tea set over there, and there are sparkling beverages of all kinds and whiskeys and bourbons and such for the gentlemen, and even some wine and such for the ladies. And Pours goes over to mix those up for you.
Dame Clara,
Yes.
do you ever get used to going to so many parties and meeting so many new people? And
At some point, you've gone to all the parties and met all the people, so it can be dull after a while. But in the
Oh.
meantime, it's fun seeing it through your eyes, seeing it brand new.
it's all a bit overwhelming, to be honest. I don't know how you do this all the time.
You will get used to it. When you have to entertain, it's part of society. It's part of being a member of a good society.
Right.
Can I spend a resolve token? Of course, it's Terry that does that. Cheers.
It
Can
presented itself.
Can I spend a resolve token on Terry or I should specifically say on Dame Clara, to look around the picnic and decide to call over a potential suitor?
Oh, yes.
I think the list of people here are definitely, bless you, Eric. Are you crying? Who's crying?
It's just so
Aw.
beautiful.
I'm in ruin. I'm in ruin. So I think Rupert's here. I think that Rosalind is here, right? I think
Nice,
all our
Ben.
major characters are here. I don't know. Would you have invited Iris? Dame Clara?
Oh, that's such a tough question. I might have felt pity. And since we do have to get on in our society, I might have extended an olive branch of sorts.
Let's
Yes,
say
I
that-
would have invited her, but since I said no whippets is specifically on the invitation,
Oh yeah, you sent her an invite just to
just to say
do
that,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you put it on everyone's invite.
Yeah, so everyone knows.
So she has suddenly come down with a cold and is unable to attend, and she's quite bedridden.
Poor thing.
Can I spend a resolve token to have the Colonel Terry show up, but his carriage broke down at our estate, so we escorted him over.
Yeah,
You're bringing
so,
Edwin.
Yeah.
So are you already there, or are you like arriving and this is happening?
We'll just be arriving now.
Okay.
And this will be my reason for Rosalind running late. I don't speak for Rupert.
Perfect.
I look all right. I'm so nervous all of a sudden.
So mark off.
I mean, I don't know that you know that. Did you ever send him a response to tell him like not to come or show up?
I don't think I did.
I think he would just assume it was a yes if there was no response.
Yeah, even if I sent a response, he would probably still assume it was a yes.
If you what?
I think even if I had done that, he would still assume it was a yes no matter what.
So are you
I don't
saying
think
you
so.
didn't?
I don't think so. I think if you had said no, he would have.
Did you not
would've
invite the colonel?
farted.
Because I like this more.
Yeah, I don't think she knew he was coming. Like,
Oh, hell
like
yeah,
she
we
never
just brought him.
responded. She wasn't sure when he was going to be there. So it was like he was on his way, broke down in front of the Pembroke estate.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I
so
just
go ahead
assumed
and
he was invited. I marked it off. I don't know who gets it.
yes. Who would it affect? I'm gonna give it to Edwin. I'm gonna give it to the colonel.
Okay.
It,
I see it.
He wouldn't, and it's assuming he would not know about the party unless you told him when he broke down in front of your estate. So
Yeah, definitely escorted him like, oh, Edwin, I'm sorry, Colonel. I'm assuming you're on your way to this. Come with us.
Yes.
You'll escort me.
so Edwin will be there. Rosalind will be there at the same time. Rupert, are you there before? Or are you coming with Rosalind?
I think he would have arrived before because he wants to.
Manna.
Because he wants to arrive proper late, like the way a proper English gentleman would, whereas Rosalind is just on her own schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's outdoors. The sun will be there. As long as I show up before it's dusk, I think I've nailed it.
That's my thought process as well.
Love it so much.
100%.
Additionally, Daniel Boyle is there. Additionally, Alexander Chalmers is there. Terry, do you want your cousin on your mother's side?
Cecily?
Cecily, do you want her to be
Absolutely.
there?
Yes.
Okay, Cecily's there. And Negs has perhaps your stepbrother Ashton come to visit at this point or not yet?
I would say probably not yet.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we'll say Ashton and Florinda are out, but everybody else is in. And if any point y'all want to use a resolve token to introduce a new character, like that's fine. I'll just play them. That works for me. So that's who's there as of right now, and then shortly Edwin and Rosalind will be showing up. So back to my resolve token. With all those people in mind, who are you calling over?
Oh, okay. So
And make sure you take a resolve token as well, since
I took one
charged that for you.
already.
Okay,
I
cool.
added it to my little section to the document. Remind me again, Daniel. He's a friend of Rupert's. He might
Yeah, but
be
he's
nice.
he's
He's taken for?
No, he's not. But he's not wealthy, nor is he of class.
He's a good
Wait, are
starter
you saying
boy.
this? Are you saying this meta?
Yeah.
What's happening right now?
Yeah, I was just saying that he wouldn't. I'm
I think Terry was talking in character.
Would I know that?
Yes.
Yeah, you would definitely know that he's not.
I think Damn Claire knows anything and everything.
Yeah.
But he probably would have come with Rupert.
Right. I don't want to introduce her to Rupert, or do I? Do I want to steer her there and then steal him and then make a crazy thing later? Ashton. Oh,
Wait,
sorry.
Ashton
Was I
is-
speaking out loud?
Ashton is Adelaide's stepbrother, so don't
Yeah,
call
that's
him.
perfect.
Perfect match. You
Perfect.
absolute nightmare.
He seems so great.
No.
So I have to pick from these people, or can I? Do we make?
You
You
can
make somebody
someone
else?
up, but
Oh, that's what I was
Alexander
wondering.
Chalmers-
I was like,
Alexander Chalmers, Daniel Boyle are available. We could also cut to Rosalind showing up, and you see Rosalind and call her over.
oh my gosh, amazing.
Up to you, or Cecily.
Oh.
You could introduce her to your cousin on your mother's side,
Oh goodness,
but she is trying to get your money.
it might be clueless. It might be clueless.
You can also just make someone else up.
Yeah, I
or
feel like I need to make someone else up. I was trying. I'm
You
just
can
looking through all these people.
You can also
Too many
just
Bad
choices.
for Daniel. I feel bad for Daniel now.
I know he really
Fine,
likes. He's definitely spinning the picnic, like stealing glances at Adelaide. Absolutely.
So who's that stealing glances at you?
Oh,
You seem to blush every time he looks your way. Is that Daniel? The
uh,
Boyle?
I can't say I remember his name.
It's Daniel Boyle.
Wow. Sorry, is my mic unmuted?
It's Daniel Boyle. He's not quite, how should we say, what you need. I'd
Right.
much rather introduce you to another friend of mine.
Please, I would love to meet your friends, Dame Clara.
Wonderful. Follow me. And I'm going to walk her over to Grantham Armstrong,
Ooh,
the third.
good name.
Thank you.
You have to give me a resolve token if you're going to create a whole new human.
Okay. I'll take it off. I'll take it off. You can take it. Or I might take off.
Grantham?
Grantham Armstrong the third.
I love it.
Yes. I'd like to introduce you to Grantham Armstrong the third. May I present to you Miss Adelaide Harraby. She is a talented artist that I think you would rather enjoy her creations. Grantham,
Yes, quite assured. I have seen your work before, madam, and I am quite smitten with the lines that you create with your mind. How incredible.
Oh, you're a fan of art, are you, Mr. Armstrong?
Yes, I find my fancy in that of flowers and horticulture, so I think there is a fine resemblance in that of the arts.
Grantham's family has a real fortune in railways.
Railways.
He could possibly take you
Fascinating.
many places. I shall leave you two to discuss railways and art.
You're such an asshole. I'm like, I do horticulture, railways.
No, he has lots of time. His fortune has given him lots of time to enjoy horticulture as a hobby. No one makes money in horticulture.
I've chosen this character card for Grantham.
He's perfect. He's absolutely
He's
perfect.
cute. He's got a 5-head. What's
Awkward
not to like?
horticulturist, flowering prospects, enjoys conversation, but rarely recovers from social faux pas by feigning expertise or directing to the Latin name of flowers.
Oh,
You are giving her a mansplainer?
He's good.
Rude.
a Regency mansplainer.
I love him so much already.
I'm gonna duel this dude. I don't like it.
Oh my, I'm gonna duel him. Good golly. Yes, well, if I could begin to regale you with the Latin name of flowers, I'm sure you're of interest in that.
Quite.
Being an artist and all.
Yes, quite.
Well, let's start simply. The rose, and he indicates over to some of the rose bushes in the corner, is known as Rosa.
Oh, did someone call for me? Do I have to spend a token? Because that was perfect.
Yes, you absolutely have to spend a resolve
Spend.
token.
No regrets.
And I'm going to give that to Grantham because you were interrupting his prospects.
Absolutely, I did. And Rosalind I prefer Rosalind, but sure, Rose is fine. And she's like tucked arm in arm with Colonel Terry.
Oh
look
no,
what
I was speaking
Oh, no, it was
of the what
We don't require a lecture, Professor.
I'm not a professor. I'm
I
a
know.
railway owner. Sorry.
Baron of Railways.
I'm a horticulturist.
Well, I would love it if you choose someone else to go mingle with right now. I have some introductions to make, and I would like to go over and like give a formal bow.
I never.
And like
Those wielding hands, he's walking away, just sort of talking to himself like, those wielding hands are really going south. I've heard all about the rumors.
I'm with this guy. Dame Clara and Rosalind are like, they don't play by anyone's rules.
I want to take Adelaide's hand and like give her like a little bow and like a little wink. You can thank me later.
Mistress Pembroke?
Hello.
Thank you.
And this is Colonel Edwin Terry.
Colonel Edwin, pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure to meet you, madam.
Welcome. Would you care for a tour of the grounds?
Oh,
I'm just gonna like gesture like she doesn't know where anything is. She's just trying to make conversation.
I appreciate the sentiment, ma'am, but I have been quite lucky enough to tour these grounds many times. Dame Clara and I are old friends.
He's very familiar with the grounds.
Then I'm certain you must be interested in greeting Dame Clara. Please don't let us stop you from going to find her. I think I saw her headed to retrieve a refreshment.
Oh, well, but I'm quite pleased to make your acquaintance as well. I mean, I've heard so much about you from Rosalind.
All good things, I hope.
Well, of course. But if there are bad things, I am willing to hear those out as well.
Charming.
Okay.
Tell me, Mr. Terry, was it?
Colonel Terry.
Colonel Terry. Yes, my mistake. So how do you know Dame Clara?
Oh, we're old friends. You know, when you get to be our age, you know, there's a lot of time, a lot of moments that can pass between two people in a small place like Habershire.
Don't let his mutton chops fool you. The Colonel's not yet 40.
Nearing. Barely away at this point.
I think Adelaide has like reached her conversational max where she's like, oh my God, what else do I talk about with people I don't know? And she's just kind of like blandly smiling and...
Right, well, I will leave you to it. Thank you for the escort, Rosalind. Much appreciated. I owe you a great deal.
Of course,
And
I'll
then
call it
turns-
in later.
does a small bow to Adelaide and then sort of turns on his heel and goes and tries to find Dame Clara at the refreshment cart, leaving Adelaide and Rosalind alone.
I'm so glad you're enjoying the party.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
What? Oh.
Oh, sorry. I was already there.
Harry's ready.
Let's wrap up this scene and then we could do that one. So Adelaide and Rosalind.
Miss Harrowby, are you okay?
Better now. May I speak freely, Mistress Pembroke?
If you've heard me for the last 5 minutes, I think it's a safe assumption. Yes,
What
of course.
an insufferable bunch of men.
Which one?
God. If I have to make conversation for another minute, how do you do this? Dame Clara goes to these events all the time and she says that you get used to it and you get bored of it, but I can hardly get through it.
The secret I've found, other than, something wonderful like find the secret flower of like within each person and try to nurture it to fruition via conversation and mutual interest, is when they're pouring the tea, you make a little at the servant and they spill a little extra something in it. Makes it all a little more easy to bear.
Interesting. Thank you for the tip.
Well, can I say that you look absolutely lovely, even if you're not having a very good time?
I didn't say I wasn't having a good time. I said the men were insufferable.
Oh, that's fair. Well,
It's been quite nice getting to see you, though.
absolutely mutual.
Would you like to get a drink, or?
I would absolutely love it. May I escort you?
Please.
And I like offer up my elbow.
I'm gonna take it very graciously and delicately.
And I think, sorry, Rosalind is very tall because I only play tall characters. And I think every now and then, the horticulturist like looks back over and she just gives him like a little look just
My
to keep him at bay.
goodness, the gall of that woman.
So Grantham.
And so we sort
Grantham.
of we the camera stays in place as they very gracefully walk over towards the refreshment cart, and we sort of do a very slow and subtle pan to their arm in arm situation, and then we cut over to Edwin, Colonel Edwin, who is striding over to Dame Clara, which I'm gonna say like you're in conversation with another guest, like you're just trying to play the good host, so you're in conversation with another
yes.
guest at the other
I'm
picnic.
so glad your rhododendrons are coming in so nicely.
Are you talking to Grantham?
No, it's Grantham the Second. It's his father.
There's just a couple of horticulturists who own a railway.
They
empire.
love gardening and railways, but they are filthy rich and have nothing else to do with their money but garden.
Edwin approaches it with perfect posture and his hands neatly tucked behind his back, and he goes, "I'm so sorry for the intrusion, but might I take Dame Clara away for just a moment?"
Please do steal me away.
And he will offer his arm to Dame Clara. And I think in a very familiar way, we'll go start walking into the gardens. Like he's walked these paths before. He even knows like the route that you enjoy through the gardens, and so he's kind of going on the default route of like your favorite saunter through this part of your grounds. I trust that you received my letter. I don't mean to appear and cause a stir or a surprise or shock to you. I would hate to do so much.
Yes, it did not get lost in the post.
And I received no response. So I assumed you were at least amiable to my presence. I hope I was not mistaken.
You're not. I'm sorry, and I do apologize that I didn't reply right away. I am happy seeing your visage at this moment in time, and it does bring me joy that I did not know I missed or needed today.
Well, I reciprocate those sentiments, though I must say I expected this feeling of joy and happiness upon viewing your visage, if that is not too bold to say. Between friends, of course.
Absolutely, between friends, it's lovely.
And
It's
there's
always great
absolutely no need for apologies. I mean, as I said in my letter, I know you are a busy woman who is up to a great deal and look at this event. I hardly knew it was going on, but yet it seems half of Habishire is here and enjoying themselves, regaling in stories, delighting in beverages and pastimes. Yes. And you probably did that without breaking a sweat.
Correct, I don't sweat. But it does serve a purpose. I feel like I've had a calling with my dear, sweet Adelaide, the artist, I've been taking care of. And
I had the pleasure of making her acquaintance.
Oh, perfect. Isn't she lovely?
She's quite handsome, and I peeped a bit of her artistry that she was standing nearby. I assume it was hers, and quite fine, quite handsome itself.
She has a very steady hand, and her work is just blossoming. I felt it was time she meet more members of society, so I threw this little day party, some might call it a darty, a soiree for the morning.
You always were creative with your language.
Thank you. You have a creative spirit as well, and I do appreciate your steadiness and your creativity and how they collide.
Not to argue with you, ma'am, but in what way do you find me creative?
You're a beautiful writer. Your letter was actually quite moving.
Well, when such a muse is at hand, I imagine that all people will find themselves to be equally creative.
Edwin must be honest that I'm still unsure of what this is beyond friendship. You do understand?
Of course I understand, Dame Clara. I do not come here to pressure you or change the wills of past things said, and I would never imagine to pursue you in any way that you saw unfit, because you are a grand woman and a fine woman, and you deserve the utmost respect from me and all others. And I hope you don't think me so bold or so callous that I come here with intentions beyond what you desire.
You're always quick to give me what I desire, I do suppose.
All you have to do is ask.
That maybe your eagerness might be your downfall.
Certainly something I have considered in the past, but what can we do about our own proclivities?
It is difficult. I do have a hard time sometimes keeping my mouth shut when I probably should.
One of the things I love most about you, Dame Clara.
Oh.
You speak as any other soldier on the seas that I've encountered, and I truly adore
calling me a
the
soldier.
audaciousness. I mean, you've got more fight in you than some of them I've met, so why not?
Oh, I do love a good row.
That I know.
Oh, well.
But no, I simply come as friends and to just look upon you and hear your laugh and see your smile for whatever context that is in. It brings me great joy. And as I am on leave, I'm not
For
sure
how long?
what to do with myself. Perhaps indefinitely, or uncertainly when I will be returning, but...
Indefinitely? What do you mean? Are you retiring?
No, nothing like that. It's just sort of, there are lulls in these things, ebbs and flows of the will of man and the way in which we extend our power to other places. It can't be a constant.
As the empire expands.
Indeed. So for now, I am here, and for however long you will have me, I will be here, and for however soon you want me gone, I shall be on my way. But I found the time, and I found the want, and I found the way, and here I am.
Well, I appreciate it. And as long as you amuse me, you shall stay.
Well, then I intend to be quite amusing. And when he says that, he picks a rose off one of the bushes you're walking past and gives it a sniff and then hands it over to you delicately.
I appreciate it, but that's a prize plant.
As are you. A prize for a prize.
Right, next time you might want to ask before you pick.
Noted. With that, I guess we'll go to where that took a turn.
Can I escort Adelaide over to Rupert?
Yeah, I was gonna say I need a Rupert scene right about now.
Sorry, Rupert, do you want to do something else? It's totally fine.
Yeah, Eric, what do you think Rupert is doing at this event? Like, where do we find him at this picnic?
I can't think of anything else he would be doing, like who he would be talking to that is a person, like, unless we invented new people that he would be having a conversation. So that would make sense. Like, he would obviously.
Yeah. You could be talking to Cecily, who's Dame Clara's cousin on her mother's side. Who you might have some similar interests.
Watch out, she's a gold digger.
Oh, they have so much in common.
You could be talking to Cecily, you could be talking to Daniel, you could be talking to
Did we say your dad was there or no?
Well, he was coming back for the hunt. I don't know if he would have been back for this yet
Okay.
or had any interest in this.
And then Alexander Chalmers is there as well. And you had previous correspondence with him.
Yeah.
In the letters, so
I would love to talk to Chalmers because, like, you know, we've only talked through letters in game so far.
So let's open with them, and then Bria, when you feel it's fit, enter with you and Adelaide. Okay.
So, Alexander, I hope things find you well on this fine day.
Oh, quite. I mean, I feel this picnic is quite fetching, quite nice, and I feel grateful to have been in attendance. Yes, and I'm sure my sister, wherever she runs off to, if we ever run into her, we'll be quite happy to have heard that you were here. Oh yes, I've been trying to get her attention since she arrived, but I'm not one to impose.
No, that would, I understand. Yeah, she's a free spirit, certainly.
Absolutely, one of the most fetching things about her, I'd say.
Quite.
And can't keep that woman down, that's for sure.
No, we can try though.
But with note of your letter that you sent me. I'm curious for your intentions, for, you know, we ourselves do not know each other very well, so I'm curious as to why you have such an affinity for the idea of me and your sister perhaps getting to know each other better.
Well, I'll be frank with you, Mr. Chalmers. My sister, as you have also mentioned, is a free spirit. And although I would hate to ever change who she is, she is closer to 30 than further away from it. The Pembroke estate needs to be taken care of. It needs a strong heir who needs to have children. And as her brother, her loving brother, I look forward to the day that our family's foothold is secure, as any good family.
Well, it seems as if your family felt it right to leave her in perfect control of the estate and the inheritance without any need of me or perhaps any other lucky gentleman.
Yes, but we all know how these things can go, and I don't say that it will go, but when a family, a prominent family, has a child that stays bachelor, and then that family loses some ground. And I would hate for my family to lose ground.
Okay, I think at this time I'm gonna use the resolve token from the rumor that was spread that the Wielding Hand kept all the money from the fundraising event to contribute to their financial ruin. So I'm going to mark this off as and then I'm going to take a resolve token for Alexander Chalmers. This is quite crass to say, but as perhaps I'm in the position to combine our households, I think it is pertinent to bring to attention that some things have been said about the Wielding Hand family, and what you're saying now sort of alludes to it in one way or another. And are your finances in order?
They are. This is what I speak of, obviously. Our finances, my sister, for being the head of the household, is not the one who runs the finances. She spends the money well enough, and there is much to spend, more than we could ever spend in many lifetimes. The problem is when she is the face of the family, And when the face of the family scoffs at tradition, then the respect that other houses have for that family goes with it. So insidious, untrue rumors such as this begin to percolate. Nobody knows who starts them, but they just show up. And I hate to be that person and to try and suppress my sister's lovely, wonderful spirit, but I feel as though, as a member of the family, that it is my duty to try and hold this family together.
Perhaps it is you yourself that is percolating these rumors, because as you speak of it, hold this family together. As you speak of it, find a suitable heir. It does seem to sound like you need to solidify things. You need the...
Will let that slight against me go, because I feel as though one day we will be brothers.
I'm simply speaking of your language. The way you speak of your own family, you should feel as if you are disrespecting your own estate by the way you speak of it.
That is the moment I jump in. Just wave first.
Rosalind!
Oh, my sweet, my darling brother, Mr. Chalmers. And I'm going to go over with Adelaide in tow and like kiss my brother on the cheek because I don't know anything's wrong.
Dear sister,
hello.
I am so happy to see you here.
I'm so sorry we were caught up, but we ran into the lovely Colonel Terry, and I wanted to make sure he was all sorted out before heading over to the party. Please forgive me, Mr. Chalmers.
There's nothing to forgive. Charitable as always.
I would love to make an introduction to you both. This is Miss Adelaide Harraby, for whom the party is being thrown.
Oh, well, we are in great honor to meet the muse of such a delightful event. A pleasure to meet you, Miss Adelaide.
Thank you. Charmed.
It is lovely to meet you, Miss Harraby.
You as well. I had the pleasure of meeting your sister recently, and she has been too kind to help introduce me to society today. So truly, the thanks are all mine.
Yes, it's lovely to have somebody who knows how to navigate the minefield that is high society at times.
That's one way of putting it.
Chalmers is just side-eyeing Rupert so hard. Like, what is this dude's agenda? Like, what is going on here? But then he'll step forward and take Adelaide's hand and be like, well, the pleasure is all ours, and this event, as beautiful as it is, does not do you justice.
You are too kind.
Kiss her hand.
I just want to whisper down to Adelaide, I found the two good ones.
And she's gonna kind of like flash eyes at Rosalind, like, whew, relieved eyes.
And of course, Mistress Rosalind, it is always my pleasure to be in your presence in whatever context, be that picnicking on the lawn or perhaps being scolded in a chess match. And we'll kiss her hand as well.
I promise I'm only a scold when competing. Probably. But I cannot overstate how delighted I am to see you.
Always a pleasure. And how find you this event thrown in your honor?
Wonderful, truly. I could not be more grateful to Dame Clara for her generous spirit and the lengths to which she has gone to introduce me to so many fine people. It's overwhelming, truly.
Dame Clara is nothing but generous. That is to be sure.
Are you old friends of Dame Clara's?
I would not say old, but we are acquaintances to a certain regard. I mean, she invited me to this event, and I feel quite
quite taken with that as something to be prideful of.
I'm only here because my sister is friends with her.
You don't know Dame Clara
I
of your
do,
own?
but we know who she wants to spend time with, and I've made my peace with that.
Darling brother finds more fun in books than brooking relationships with people, so I have to give a gentle nudge every now and then.
I could make an introduction for you if you would care for some more one-on-one time with Dame Clara.
That sounds lovely, Rupert.
Dame Clara's like, she's with Edwin, and Rupert walks up, and she's like, I had to go. Bye. You to go.
That is generous. I'm well acquainted enough. I'm sure that if the dame wishes my presence, she would make that very well known. She is not one, I'm sure you know, to hide her wants and needs.
I'm going to pretend to sneeze and kind of step on Rupert's shoe a little bit. I'm so sorry. The pollen. Those prize
bless you.
roses. Thank
Bless you, Rosalind.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
The poetic irony of someone named for a flower being allergic to those very things. Oh,
Has
the
never
quirks.
escaped me.
The quirks with you, they always amaze me. But yes, Rupert, I mean, you do seem quite concerned with lineage. Perhaps Dame Clara is somebody you should get to know better.
Miss Chalmers.
Do I speak out of turn? I'm so sorry.
No, not at all.
He shows great concern for you and your family. Speaks constantly of what a free spirit you are in great complimentary way. And
Does
seems
he?
very dedicated to the household. Absolutely.
Oh.
Some would say the cornerstone of the Wildingham family.
Would they?
They
Too far of a lie.
I am simply my sister's brother who wants the best for her, and that is it.
Well, what of you, Rupert? Where are your prospects? You
Yes,
spend so
Rupert.
much concern with your sister, and might I say I am grateful. But what of you? You deserve happiness. You deserve connection.
We need
True.
the monologue token bad. I feel like we need it
Yeah,
for
All of
Rupert.
you have one. All of you
Yeah,
have
Can
one.
we? Can
Someone
I?
use
When do
it.
I? I'm just like, when do we
sending
get to call it? Who's calling it? I will.
I'll do it.
Whenever.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Do you want to do it? I'll do it.
No,
I'm
I
fine.
know you want to do it. You need to either do it. Yeah, you
Okay,
need to
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do it. I'll do
You've
it.
said it in like 3 different chat platforms that we want
Okay,
to do
stop.
it.
I was trying to not step on moments.
I know,
like
same. It's
Shady
so hard.
Chalmers.
I know, same. I was enjoying the banter because it's
It
really
was.
funny.
Thanks,
I'm
and Eric, if you
sorry.
could start yelling, I'd appreciate it.
Just yelling like at each other.
Yeah, we're
or-
talking about result tokens. We're talking about monologue tokens.
Okay, I would like to use my monologue token on Rupert, please, and thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, I've gone and stepped in it now, haven't I?
Sorry.
Wouldn't it be just the thing to have my sister cause my plans to end with her free-spirited nature? Well, no worries. I have worked myself out of worse problems than this in the past, and I am sure that I will step out of this one shining and new, like always. You know, I haven't put much thought into what I want. I'm still somewhat of a young man. I don't know. Maybe I'll take up art as well. May I ask if it's not too much trouble, Lady Harrowby? Where have you studied?
Studied. If I may be quite honest, my studies have been a bit more on the go, as you might say. I had a bit of an unorthodox approach to honing my skills, and it's something that Dame Clara found particularly interesting about me.
Well, it would
But-
be improper for a lady to go and take classes, of course. Perhaps a tutor coming to you, but certainly you wouldn't be expected to go to a university.
Oh, heavens, no. I found that when I discovered my interest, I honed my skills in private, away from prying eyes, and a far more sensible way of approaching it, if I do say so myself.
I imagine that's probably the proper way to do it. I could tell you I have studied art and probably know names and figures and stuff, but I don't have the knowledge or the practical effects. I could recite to you so much about. There's a painter I really love, Delaroche, from France. I could recite you much about his biography, but that wouldn't tell you about his painting.
Well, luckily for you, I could fill you in on the painting side of it. I had no idea you were such an art fan.
I find that studying is all sorts of things sharpens the mind.
But really, the secret's in the practical application, isn't it, Rupert?
I'm beginning to see that.
If you're interested, you're welcome to take a look at some of my pieces. I would love to get the perspective of someone with an eye for art.
I don't know how trained my eye is, but I know what I like and am honest about that sort of thing.
See, look, Rupert, when you put yourself out there, you can make all sorts of connections you wouldn't normally when you were so wrapped up in your other family's matters. Look at this, a blossoming friendship.
I think we've done a good deed for the day, Mr. Chalmers. Shall we leave them to it?
I think we have, Rosalind. Let us be on our way.
Have fun, you two.
A whiskey?
Yes, please. I mean tea.
And they are left alone for the moment.
I won't. You don't have to look at my art just to be polite. I know that's the thing to do here, and
I'm aware, but I think it would be rather fun to look at it, and it would also get us out of here.
Oh, thank heavens. Yes, please. If anyone asks, you insisted, and I am being a gracious hostess by honoring your wishes.
If anyone, and if they grill you upon it, tell them that I am purchasing a piece in order to one-up somebody for some reason or what have you.
So you're purchasing a piece, are you?
I mean, I may, if one
I believe
catches my eye.
I heard you say you were purchasing a piece. I think I heard those words.
I believe I did say those words.
I don't think you'd want my first impression of you to be that you are not a man of your word.
No, I would not. I guess.
Right this way.
I guess I've talked to myself into purchasing some art from an up-and-coming artist.
And Adelaide is going to start walking towards, I guess, the half-hour-long walk toward the estate.
And then he goes, oh, we could walk, but I do own a carriage.
A carriage?
Yes, why walk when you can have, horses walk for you?
What a weird thing to say.
If I'm being quite honest, I've never heard it put that way before, but I shall follow your lead, Rupert.
Well, off we go. And he offers his arm.
She's gonna take his arm and she's just gonna be like, horses walking? What?
And we see them. I imagine there's like an area also pretty off to the side that has some horses tied up being tended to by the servants, and a couple of carriages as well from people that maybe came farther or apparently from Rupert, who's pretty nearby and just That seems about right. He came by himself, by the way.
Yeah.
Or Daniel. It was him and Daniel in the carriage.
Yeah,
Very
him and
romantic.
Daniel, and then like I flicked a shilling at a servant, and I was like, keep it running, and
Oh my god.
keep it up front.
I'm gonna
Adelaide, I'm so
spend
sorry.
one of my facilitator resolve tokens to have Daniel see y'all
Okay.
getting in the carriage and leaving together. He's on the picnic blanket. Like there's a number of people on the picnic blanket proper, and they're drinking little floral teacups, and they have little cucumber sandwiches, and they're laughing about something. And he even has like a crown of daisies on his head, and he looks quite joyful. But as he has been doing the entire time, he's been taking moments to steal looks at Adelaide. And we see this moment where he goes to look for where she last was, and she isn't there, and we see his face kind of fall a little bit, and then he looks farther back and he sees his very good friend Rupert getting into a carriage with this woman he's quickly come to admire, and his face becomes completely crestfallen, and we see his teacup shaking as he sets it down unsteadily on the blanket, and then lowers his head and sort of looks into the abyss. And we'll cut from that. And then I also want to spend a resolve token to have Dame Clara be coming out from the path on the garden with Edwin as she sees her protege and her love interest get into a carriage and leave. So you
okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, no, I'm taking it.
Okay, so you can take a resolve token.
Oh my gosh.
Look, I knew I was a monster, but jeez.
So what is the reaction? Set the scene for us as they're sort of returning to the picnic from their walk around the garden, and she sees this sort of scene playing out.
Who's describing me or him or what?
You.
Oh.
Your reaction to it, yeah.
Could you grab me another drink, Colonel?
Certainly, Dame Clara. He saunters off.
And I can't believe. Well, I should have thought it through, this guest list. I should have been more specific. She did ask for instructions of who she should speak with, but I didn't say who to not speak with. But she should speak with him. He is a proper match. But I thought we were more well matched. She's too sweet for him. He'll see. He'll see.
What is the body language we're getting from Dame Clara right now?
I'm just like
scheming?
a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, so
how can I play this to my advantage?
should I don't want to hurt my dear project, my protege. But sometimes you need to learn. You can't play with everyone's toys.
Oh my god. Okay. And with that,
I don't know. I don't.
Oh, this is amazing. That was perfect.
I'm just terrified. That's all.
I
Feels
think
good.
whatever we saw in Dame Clara's body language, she very quickly
I'm gonna fix it right away because I am a
brushes
lady.
it off, yeah. Straightens the shoulders,
Thank
ruffles
you so
the skirts,
much. Thank
goes
you,
immediately
Colonel.
back into host mode, absolutely, as she returns to the picnic and receives a drink from Edwin, who is beaming at her, unbeknownst to these secret desires of hers. And that will end our first novel chapter phase. Amazing work, everyone. We didn't get to meet Cecily, but I believe
No
she
one
was
cares about
vibing.
Cecily.
Cecily was in the garden like, I'm gonna get your money. I'm gonna get it. She's just like she's an inheritance goblin. And I'm indeed.
It's just like in every shot with Dame Clara, there's like a hand with a dagger coming out from curtains, but then like she steps out of way too quickly.
Yes, that's exactly. This is a farce now. So our next phase, before we take a break, we're going to do reputation really quick, the reputation phase, where we assess our major characters, which is all of y'all, behavior against their reputation criteria, which should be on your character sheet. And then we're going to create reputation tags based on those assertions. And those are going to perhaps trigger reputation conditions or remove reputation conditions, depending. So, and remember, quick reminder that everyone had their monologue tokens renewed. I think we've only used one so far.
Yeah.
So make sure you use those. You can also pull up, make sure you use your resolve tokens as well, because there's like 100 different ways to use that. You can use the resolve token reference PDF that I sent you if you need it. And then also remember that your conditions, your reputation tags can be turned into resolve tokens as well, as long as they apply to that reputation tag. And the rumor and scandal page, those rumor and scandals that have been spread indicate that they have a resolve token attached to them, and they can be used as such as well, as long as it's in the context of the rumor and or scandal going on. Quick reminder for all of you and the audience. But yeah, let's see, Eric, how do you feel your reputation has changed this round?
Okay, so I'm comparing that with my family thing, right?
Yeah.
Or,
Yes. Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
peerage.
yeah. So I feel like he probably acted on desire in a way that compromised my duty. I think he let his one desire, which is to usurp his sister, slip, and then just talk to a girl, which is just the worst thing he could have done.
A lady.
To a girl.
How dare.
Girl. Okay, so you'll go to the collaborative page and you will choose one adjective from the cornerstone thing to add, or
Yeah, from
your character
Isn't
page.
it peerage?
yeah, from the peerage.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
You sound
Yeah.
good.
I will add proud.
Ooh, yeah.
As a negative tag. Okay, and does
Mhm.
that cause a condition?
Not yet.
Okay. And remember, you still have the positive condition right now
Mm-hmm.
of head of household, right?
Family guidance.
Oh, okay. I put the wrong one there. If you want to replace it in the shared doc, I put the other one on accident. You just click or hover over that marked reputation condition.
Yeah, and I'll just
And then you
copy
can
paste
change
it.
that. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's see. Terry, what do you think?
Right. Reputation. Oh gosh. No. I wasn't as crazy as I was last time, so I feel good about that. So it's not as obvious this time.
I think the big conflict for you in this chapter is just like Edwin's there. So you've got that conflict of like a former love, and then you also have your current love interest going off with your protege.
Right.
So, and you're trying to it's this huge romantic like web you're entangled in right now, because you're trying to set her up with someone. You're trying to figure out old feelings and compromise them with new feelings.
Old feelings, new feelings.
So yeah, do you think you took on any negative or positive reputation tags?
I don't think I'm outside of what I already have. Trying to think. Sorry, I don't think I changed a heck of a lot this go.
Well, it's just
okay.
your
Yeah.
old money. So
Yeah.
did you act in service of duty or morality in a way that compromised your desires? No.
I don't think so.
Did you act in obedience to society's conventions despite considerable hardship in doing so?
I did. I think so. I did pretty good compared to normal. I didn't
Okay.
like go off on anybody like I could have.
Then you
Yeah.
get a positive tag.
I kept it together. It's a miracle.
And you'd get a
Miracles do happen every day.
a positive tag, which your options for that are sensible, well-connected, dependable, generous, and caring.
Well connected.
You threw an
Or
event.
sensible.
You got a lot of people there.
Yeah, well connected. I had all the right people. Maybe too
and-
many of the right people, and then some extra people.
Are you filling that in?
Yep, done.
Okay, so that's 3 positive tags for you. So you
Okay.
can that will trigger a positive reputation condition.
Okay, awesome.
And your choices for that as the dowager are wisdom of elders. You're 35. Your advice holds particular weight, and connections will attempt to seek it out. Or condemnation. Your criticisms and rebukes hold particular weight, and unless it conflicts with their objectives, connections will take your side.
Oh, I like that. That sounds
Yeah,
powerful.
condemnation. We'll go with that. Great. And is there any other negative or positive reputation tags you feel occurred?
I think that sounds good. I think that sounds good. Yeah.
All right.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Next.
I think it would probably be positive for Adelaide, because if I'm being honest, like I don't know if it counts because it says considerable hardship in doing so. Like her ultimate desire is just to please Dame Clara with whatever match she makes, and Dame Clara immediately shot down Daniel as being someone that was worthy of speaking to, and I think Adelaide would have liked to spend time with him and instead just mingled with the suitable suitors.
Right. I think that warrants a positive tag.
Okay.
But you already have a condition, so
yeah.
Not that it matters too much, but why don't you pick one of your remaining adjectives from your...
I will do... I already have innocent and obedient. I'll do sweet.
Okay. Sounds good. And then, I don't think you took a negative one this chapter. Abria?
I think she was very, very good this go round and didn't do anything out of pocket, even though she likes to, other than being a little bit rude to Grantham up top. But that's fair. That's just how Grantham do.
He's a horticulturist of great renown. Ask the railroads. Acted in obedience to society's convention despite considerable hardship in doing so.
Yeah,
do you
either
think
that
just
or
no
made a
tags?
sacrifice or denied your desires to uphold the superiority of your rank. Like I think Rosalind would have been very, very happy to just like chat with Adelaide the whole time.
Sure.
But decided to do the right thing and make introductions as
I
befitting
would
her rank.
take a positive tag then, and you'll also get a condition.
Yay. I'm gonna say giving.
Okay. And then peer or no? What's your...
Are you doing it? Okay. If you want to do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
The heir. Okay, so you can be the golden child. Your parents, aunts, and uncles believe you can do no wrong. Or a tremendous catch. You've proven yourself a tremendous catch. Every appropriate connection would wish to be your suitor.
Tremendous catch. Let's go.
Let's go. How is that working out for you so well? Oh my god.
It's so well. Also, Chalmers, let's go. Come on, man. We're like halfway through this game. I need you to make a...
He's trying.
Proposal.
You're
What? You're the one that called the seat.
What?
What?
Wait, what are you saying?
Nothing. You're good. I'm happy.
Also,
I'm just thirsty.
I did hear you, and you're the one who took his arm and walked out of the scene.
That's true.
I didn't think I was going for a private moment. I don't know. Do they do that like in a group? I don't know how any of this works.
Don't worry, we have another novel.
They needed
phase.
to turn around the garden.
Okay, that is our reputation phase. Everything's
Claire,
sussed out
gotcha.
with that. We're gonna take a quick break. Let's try and make it really quick because we're running late
Yeah,
again. So 5 minutes. Take care of yourselves during the break and check in on our sub goal as well. I think we're on our way to another resolve token for someone in the group. So we'll see you in a second. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for rejoining us after the break. I hope it was a good one. We are on to the next phase of our Good Society game, which of course, as all of you at home know by now, the rumor and scandal phase, a delicious, delicious phase in this delicious game. So first things first, let's bring up it's in our shared documents with all our character info in it, if y'all want to bring it up, and then just switch to the tab at the bottom, rumor and scandal. First things first, we are going to cross out all of these rumors that are fading. So if they've got check marks on the other side, and no one, oh, wait. No, we'll do that at the end. Never mind. Okay, first we're gonna ask Terry.
Yes.
What is a rumor or scandal that you either want to start or spread? You can interact with any of them on the rumor and scandal page right now, but do note that the ones that are checked fading, if they are not spread by the end of this phase, then they're just going to be crossed off.
Okay.
So with everything in mind from our first novel chapter from last session, what do you think?
I mean, I have to add one now. Is that the?
You can add one or spread one.
Or spread one. I was just thinking. I was like, ooh, the one about Dame Clara's new protege is a stable hand plucked from the countryside.
Mm-hmm.
She'll spread it.
Well, society spreads it. Dame Clara doesn't spread
right. You know what I
mean. Perfect.
You understand.
Yes, that has been spread. Eric, create or spread a rumor.
I would like to start a new rumor that Edwin Terry will be court-martialed. That's why he's leaving the military.
And that means like arrested for war crimes?
Like he's just being kicked out. He's being kicked out of the military.
Okay.
They're doing an inquiry.
Yeah.
What, do you want to say why or just leave it at that?
For cowardice.
Is that a thing? I mean, it could
technically
be
deserting is a thing.
Deserting, yeah. I could say I could see for desertion. For desert, I probably didn't spell that right. Desertion.
I was just like, when he was like, "Oh, I might not be in the military forever," I was like, "Ooh, that gives me an idea for a rumor."
I literally like
Eric,
when I said that was thinking that. So I love it. I was like, why would he leave? I don't know. How long will he be gone? I don't know. Next.
Okay, so I'm thinking. I'm trying to think how to phrase this properly. The reason that Iris didn't show up to the party is because the like whippet comment in the invitation was so like obscenely offensive to her that she is blacklisting Dame Clara essentially. She's cutting her out for good and refuses to be associated.
I'm going to simplify this a little bit and just say Iris Wildingham is blacklisting Dame Clara.
But we all know it's because of the whippet thing. She's very offended about her pups.
Yes, we know.
Terry just did this. I know.
The Dame Clara energy persists.
I love it.
Okay, Abria, you get 2.
Yay, 2 for me. First, a new rumor. I heard that Daniel Boyle is coming into money, a surprise inheritance.
A surprise. I love that. Inheritance. Okay, and a second one?
Let's see. Strangely, people keep talking about Dame Clara being thrown out of that party and having doors slammed in her face.
Man, all these rumors are about Dame Clara.
Wait, hold on. No. I'm sorry. I want to boost the new one. Iris Wildingham is blacklisting Dame Clara.
Okay.
Oh. How unfortunate.
All right. Love it. Okay, and Negs, back to you. You can spread or create a rumor.
I'm going to spread the fact that Daniel's coming into money.
Good
for Daniel,
Good
you
for
know?
Daniel. Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these are being spread. I guess I will spread. How about?
You can create a new one too.
Yeah.
Make a new one.
Yeah, I'll make a new one. What's a new rumor that?
Rupert is madly in love with Dame Clara.
Oh, that Rupert and that Rupert was trying to make Dame Clara jealous.
Oh, I like that.
Oh.
Rupert was trying to make Dame Clara jealous. I feel like Dame Clara spread that rumor.
It's
Speaking of
working.
which,
It's
Tara,
working.
It's your turn.
It's working.
Do you want to spread or make a new rumor?
I'm gonna spread that one. I keep spreading other people's things, but it's like I
No,
was
don't
literally
be
one of the
sorry.
ones that was like partly my
Such a
brainchild on that
gossip.
last. That was partly my brainchild on the last one. I can't stop it.
So this mechanic is basically the point of it is to understand better like what sort of things you as a group want to engage with, like what we want, what parts of the story we want to tell. So it's like if you're spreading other people's things, that's not a bad thing. That's like we're all on the same page on like where we want to focus the
I
drama.
like
of the
it and I want
story.
more.
Can I just say
Absolutely.
I love mechanics like this. That's like this is the part of the game where we talk about what we want to see happen in the next bit. But we
Yeah.
did
Awesome.
but we hit it in a way that's fun.
Yeah, we made it like a relevant or a poignant addition to the mechanics.
And I just like talking shit.
I know, Bria.
That part.
And so I've crossed off all the other rumors that were already fading from last game. So they're gone now. And then the ones that weren't spread, Edwin Terry will be court-martialed for desertion. Did not get spread, so I'm going to click to fading, and if it doesn't get spread by next time, it'll just be gone. And everything else is spread. Perfect. That's great. That concludes the rumor and scandal phase. GG's. Next is our epistolary phase, which of course is our writing of letters. Each person can write up to 2 letters from a major character or a connection. And you can also use your monologue tokens during the scene to find out what people's inner thoughts about are the letters they're writing. You can also use your resolve tokens if you're to make someone else write a letter. There's a better word for that, but
Compel.
compel. Thank you, Abria.
I'm here for you, baby.
I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Do you know that the Italian word for lily is lilium?
No, I didn't.
Well,
I
now
learned
you
a thing.
do.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and kick off the epistolary phase. Who wants
Grantham,
to
Grantham. That was a
start?
Grantham, Grantham. That's
That
what I'm
was a
gonna call that now.
A Grantham Gram.
The
A
Grantham just jumps out.
You just got Granthamed.
Make Eric play Grantham.
He's like, yeah.
That's
a
the
young,
first. That's
boring
Grantham.
guy.
That's the Grantham. The
Look at the
first.
receding hairline.
Because there's
You can
Grantham.
be a young, boring person.
He's the Grantham the third, but then there's Grantham the second, and then the Grantham senior.
Yo,
okay.
even
so-
Grantham Jr. got blown off by the group. We were like, you're boring. Anyway, to fun people. Goodbye.
All the
So
Granthams.
rude.
I just imagine them all just like talking boringly about horticulture for hours on end.
I love how Terry like made a brand new character and then immediately everyone was like, fuck off. You used a resolve token to make this whole new human. Fuck them.
It happens.
Fuck them quite deliberately. All right, let's us
May I go first, Fana?
please.
I would like to compel a letter from my darling Mr. Chalmers.
The music.
Oh my god, to who? Why do you do this to me?
What?
Wait, what? To who?
I'm compelling to me. God damn it! What?
Well, you have to specify. He could be writing to anyone.
To me, please.
He could be writing to your dad to ask for your hand in marriage. I don't know.
Okay. Well, fuck. I want that.
Also, I just realized Terry's supposed to be playing Chalmers.
Oh, I forgot
Wait,
about that.
really?
Yeah.
I
I
super
think
forgot about that.
originally, but I thought
Oopsie.
that Vano had it. It's okay. Oh
I'm
yeah, I was
sorry.
playing him last game. That's
I'm so
true.
sorry. Play
Well,
him
he wasn't.
again.
He wasn't in the last episode. So
I think I just thought I wrote a letter last epistolary phase. That's my bad. Please play Chalmers, because I remember starting his character and being like, what did I do last time? Oh, I did nothing because it wasn't my character. Please, Terry, do you want it written to your dad or you want it written to you?
To the dad, because I forgot that that's how that worked back then.
So you expend a resolve token.
I do it.
And the Chalmers will gain a resolve token. I'm so sorry, Terry.
Resolve tokens are for cowards.
Don't be sorry.
I just want to be all the eligible bachelors. I think is the subconscious thing going on here. I want to be all of them.
I feel that energy. No, I definitely had some
I want to
with
date
her,
everybody.
because I couldn't quite figure out whether I wanted to be this guy, because she was like, no, look at the character, he's not that. And I was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
that guy.
Did we pick Pale? Oh yeah.
He wanted to be stepped on by her.
His name's Jasper on the card, but this is
he's
him.
like, ooh.
He's got a lot of step on me energy, and
He's like, please.
I resonate with that.
Inherited the barony of a distant relation, a touch naive, pursued by a litany of suitors who he is beginning to suspect are fortune hunters.
I feel like everyone just wants me for my money, but I want someone to just step on me.
He's definitely a bottom, absolutely.
I want this power bottom, please.
Please.
Talk to Daddy.
Okay. What am I saying to Daddy? Daddy, dear Daddy.
If I get to say it, fuck.
No.
If you let me have my druthers, you have to stop me.
She's using a resolve token and she's compelling the letter. So if you want to vaguely
would you like, you're happy to
what it is about, then
you could side coach, and please, if you'd like a little guidance, if you'd like, or do you want me to just extemporaneously?
I mean, my hope is that Chalmers would be asking.
Right. So I have asked dear Rosalind if I should ask you, and it is time, she says, that I put forth these words. Anything she wants, I am compelled to do. Anything she says, I must do. So without further ado,
Terry, God damn it.
I feel like I've gone. Hold on. Okay. So I humbly come before you, dear sir, asking for dear Rosalind's hand in marriage. I come forth with a rather large fortune that should be amenable to you and your family. I am willing to relocate or send her or be with her wherever she pleases. Her wishes are my commands. I do hope that this proposal of marriage is accepted in haste, for I fear any waste of time in starting this new life shall be the death of me. Thank you so much in this matter. Again, anything you need, any question or doubt you may have in your mind, set it aside. I know I don't always come off strong, but with her, I know I am unstoppable. Thank you. Good day. Alexander.
Thank you. Good day.
A. Chalmers.
A. Cham.
Yep.
Chammy whammies. Every time I hear "Good day, sir," I immediately hear Willy Wonka scream it.
Oh yeah.
Good day, sir.
You can't hear anything else.
All right. Thank you, Abria. Thank you, Terry.
300 sub goal to make Terry play everyone.
Is that what it is? Honestly, we could do that. I could just facilitate and then Terry plays every character.
We all just watch and giggle.
It's my dream.
So
it's my one-woman show dream. It's me singing, I think. If 300
for fewer players.
Well, 301 and Terry gets to play all of the connections.
I will sing and play a bunch of connections all at once. Oh gosh.
Yes.
The musical version.
It's the one-woman show, Schizophrenic Dream. I can't wait.
Who's next?
Split.
Hey, I have a request.
Did you say hey?
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
listen.
Yeah, you.
Hey, listen.
I
Yes.
would like to use a resolve token and compel Rupert to write a letter to Daniel, because that's my favorite dynamic in this whole game.
What do you want the intention of that letter to be?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I just want more of seeing the two of them together. I have no like driving
That's
motivation of the content. I just really
I know what I could
ship
do.
Rupert and Daniel.
Okay, I think Eric, take a resolve token. Next, you lose one, and then let's hear what Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief, has to say to Daniel.
Okay. My dear friend Daniel, it is in good humor that I write to you. I know I have often shared my heart's desire for my family and my position in my family with you, and you have been nothing if not a worthy companion in my pursuit of my dreams. But I wonder if my dreams are somewhat misplaced. I've spent much of my time looking to the future of my family, and I don't often look to the future of my own life. I write you to tell you that I met the most fascinating person the other day, and I tell you, it opened my eyes to a number of things. While much of my current pursuits have not changed, it has maybe recontextualized some of what I may want of life. I feel as though, my friend, you are one of the few people that I can truly open myself up to in this way. I just stare at the painting I bought her, and it brings such emotion to me. I feel like a child again in strange ways. I don't know if any of this makes sense, and I feel like I am rambling, but I just felt I needed to get these words written down, and who better to hear them than a trusted friend? Yours, Rupert.
I could watch a whole show of just Havana silently reacting to Eric.
And just
I
have
want
Eric,
it so bad.
I just want Eric to speak Regency to me like all the time. Like
I
I'm
wouldn't mind like if there was just like a Patreon, like an
very,
OnlyFans
like-
of just Eric saying evil shit in a Regency accent.
very attracted to it right now. Like
Respect.
it's cool.
Big sin.
Okay.
How can you not be? No, that was supposed
Wow.
to be Daniel's reaction to reading that letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting that.
Ripping it apart, throwing it in the fire, sobbing, screaming.
Wow.
He saw them. He saw them leave together. He knows who he's talking about. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Who's next? Gigi's. Gigi's next. Gigi's Eric. Everyone gets 2. If you want them, you don't have to use them, but Dame Clara has not written a letter.
Oh right. Can
The
I
only
have,
major character who's written a letter is Rupert.
I would like what do I want? Ooh, can I compel I wanted Rosalind to write a letter to Adelaide.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I just feel like I'm shipping that. I feel like I'm not alone in that. I feel like
Not at all.
maybe that might be fun to see.
So lose a resolve token and
Okay, I'm
Bria,
gonna-
you gain one.
Yay.
I'm gonna take one off. Great.
And also like you can write about these rumors too if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's hear from. Is there anything like a specific an intent you want to hear from Rosalind to
Yeah,
Adelaide?
what you want, girl?
You know, I just, sometimes when you make a new friend and you just want to like seal the friendship and just be like, it was so nice to meet you, and like whatever, that means for you. or like just, I don't know. It could be all innocuous. It's fine, but I'm just going to read between the lines. That's all I want.
To the ebullient Miss Harrowby, I'm so glad that we are finally acquainted in society so that I may extend the olive branch of friendship to you on a more formal, regular basis. I cannot help but confess that my growing affections for you are disproportionate to the amount of time that we've spent together. And I look forward to, with my fiercest hopes, that you agree, us growing in confidence together. I did not have full intentions in writing this. I simply wished to pass a rainy afternoon, and yours was first and foremost on my mind. As for the rumors that I no doubt you've heard about my brother Rupert using your sojourn from the party to make Dame Clara jealous, I ask you to put it entirely from your mind, for these people take great joys in talking. And I cannot speak to my brother's intentions, but I know that if he was half as smart as me, he would see all of your charms and would be genuinely swept up by you, as the rest of the Wildingham clan has been. Beyond that, I wonder if you've heard the interesting news about Mr. Boyle coming into money. I don't know if you know him or have met him, but if you're on the hunt for some polite male company, he's a little quiet, but quite kind. And if you're ever so taken to leave your darling palette and paints at any point, you would be most welcome at the Pembroke estate. Yours faithfully, Rosalind, Mistress Pembroke.
Love it. That was
Just
beautiful.
a shit talk letter. Like,
It was
yo,
like,
did you
paint
hear
me
that?
like one of your French girls. Paint me like one of your French girls. I love it.
I'm gonna say take a resolve token, and I'm gonna cross off Daniel Boyle's coming into money because I think you successfully brought that into thing. We're gonna leave. Rupert was trying to make Dame Claridge jealous because you were sort of dissuading it, but I think we can use it in a more impactful way to have someone be like, "Oh no, I don't trust you because you're trying to make someone jealous," or "I don't trust you because you're." So I'm gonna leave that, but I'm gonna cross off Daniel Boyle's inheritance because that is out in the world now as something that is believed by society because you've told Adelaide about it. Gigi's. Anyone else want to write the letter or compile the letter? Also, thank you, chat, for unlocking that resolve token. I gave it to myself because these folks have too many resolve tokens and I have too little. Thank you, chat.
Can I write one more letter, just a very quick missive, to a new acquaintance? Not an acquaintance, but I would like to commission some sort of like consulting detective in the city to find out information about my new friend, Miss Harrowby. Because I did hear that she was actually a stable hand, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I should know.
You were writing to the city of Hertfordshire?
No, I want to commission like a detective in London to find out who Harrowby is. I just want to know. No one knows.
Okay.
No one said.
Dude, okay. That's intense.
What?
No, it's a lot. I think you're definitely gonna have to use a resolve token for this.
That's fair.
And give it to Adelaide because I imagine this could greatly change what happens to her.
Can I use a resolve token to say that Rosalind probably, as I am the cornerstone of the family, and you often go to the advice, you probably ask Rupert who you might reach out to for such a thing.
Oh, I'll take a resolve token for that.
So we want to write. You want to write to Rupert first, and then we'll write to the.
No, I mean,
I just
we talk,
yeah.
like it's just that
Oh,
she.
yes, okay.
Rupert now knows that I'm digging into.
Okay. Swap resolve tokens to respect.
I am
Respectively.
inquiring respectfully of
Yeah.
Miss Harrowby.
And the next, this should be played by me, but I feel like since it's about Adelaide, would you be comfortable being like the PI on the receiving end, since you have more information about like what her actual background is?
Sure.
Okay, it's not going to come up right now because they're just writing the 2-letter, or unless you want to use your resolve token to compel a response from the detective.
No, we don't actually have to like write it out. I'm just trying to figure out how to get more of the like connections involved story.
Sometimes they just never enter the story, and that's okay.
Okay.
It doesn't have to happen. And if you're like, are you playing her mom? Is that?
Yeah.
So you could also just invent another character for yourself to play if you want to. If you're like, I just want to play a connection, then you can also just create one you think would be more pertinent to the story. But
Okay, then I can leave that out, and I don't have to write a second letter. I'm good.
I do like this though. This notion of like we're shipping the two of them, and then you hire a private investigator to like dig into her family background is like really intense.
She's a stable hand.
I just loved in chat where Locke said it's like the Regency equivalent of Googling your dates before you go out with them.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
it feels
100%
like.
that.
It's weird. Don't do that.
No,
Google your dates.
No.
it's
You
weird
don't?
then, or it's weird now. But back then, like when you're the mistress of Pembroke, you better know.
Thank you.
You gotta know
Oh,
who
you
you're
better get
associating
some,
with.
She's
like-
cute as hell. I'm trying not to like.
You better get
mixed up with this.
references.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not gonna
honestly,
get
on
on
my
board with
podcast
that.
this last
I'm
week,
not
one of
gonna
the
get on
movies we reviewed is because the killer, he should have done some research and some references. Girl had
Also,
no
Google your
references.
dates.
No references. And then all of a sudden, you like the guy disappears and like no
I'm
one
not
knows
gonna
how
get
to
on board
find
with
them.
this. I can't be
Anyway,
convinced.
no, watch Audition. It's terrifying. Or don't. It's terrifying.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
No references. You die.
Okay. I'm going to say, because I want this to happen, will you please still use your resolve token?
Yeah.
But can it be a response
Sure.
from the PI
Yeah.
that you've sent for
Absolutely.
to find out
Mentioned
more?
Rupert. Demand a response.
Yes. And
inquiry.
Nexer, if you are not okay with this, we can reject
Yeah.
the resolve token
Oh,
or
no, that's totally fine.
okay. So this is I'll let you play the PI, but you're responding to Mistress of Pembroke's inquiry about Adelaide Harrowby and her background.
Mistress Pembroke, I received your inquiry, and I hope my response finds you well. In regards to the young Miss Adelaide Harrowby, you are in search of answers for. She seems an interesting sort. Nothing too out of the ordinary to report, with the sole exception being her disavowal on the part of her mother, one Florinda Dowell. It seems Mrs. Dowell, as she remarried and started a new family with her new spouse, had some reservations about Adelaide's interest in her artistic pursuits. She was sent henceforth from the family's estate, and, well, to be matter of fact, she was disowned. As far as I'm aware, the two are no longer in contact, though Miss Harrowby has tried to make contact with her mother. Mrs. Dowell holds steadfast to the belief that no daughter of hers shall pursue artistic endeavors or money-making pursuits of any kind over starting a family and making a good match. I am uncertain what your interest in Miss Harrowby might be, but if you have any concerns of her character or her lineage, the most interesting thing to note is simply that they want nothing to do with her. Further information shall require further payment. Respectfully yours, Ernest Scrimshaw.
Ernest Scrimshaw. I love him.
We love him.
Great name.
Beautiful. That was great. Next. Thanks.
Amazing. Thank you.
I got you.
All right, unless anybody has any other letters, I think that wraps up our. Good to go.
I think
Good to
we're
go.
good.
All right, then let's go to our next novel chapter. As a group, let's decide, do we want this to be an event? We talked about the hunting thing earlier, or do we want this to be like a series of vignettes where we're going and sort of digging deeper into things that came up in the first novel chapter? Or do we want it to sort of be like a side-by-side, things that are occurring simultaneously?
I don't have an opinion.
Does anyone feel strongly one way or another?
Unfortunately, no, but I shall do whatever the team likes. But I feel like maybe side by side, if that's what I was doing. If
Yeah.
you didn't understand my notions.
So what are the two side-by-side scenes you're picturing?
Boop, 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 boop. Boopity boop boop scoop. Okay, great. Do I have to come up with both? Okay.
I think the scene I want to see, because we've been dancing around it, I want to see Chalmers, formally going to the father with Rosalind and making his intentions clear.
Rupert has to be there.
Right,
too.
I've gotten no response.
And Iris, full family. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, then the whole family is. Why'd I say it like that? Family is meeting. I imagine somewhere on the estate. Where is Chalmers? Sort of ask them to meet with him.
Imagine it would be like a formal dinner, like it's not like a big party dinner, but like the whole family.
Small, yeah.
That feels right.
All right, then as we open up on the dining room of the Pembroke estate, let's have Negs. You describe it for the most part because you play the mom. Who plays the dad? Is it me?
Yeah, you're the dad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll describe it.
Papa?
You stat.
I think the table is larger than it has any right to be, specifically to kind of emphasize how far apart everyone is sitting. Like, it's the kind of table that you would expect to only sit at if you are having a full dinner party and like having a lot of guests over, and I think it's a bit almost awkward how far apart and how long this table is. And
I said, how was your day?
Exactly. And lots of I guess I would say flashy decor in the sense that, like, I think Iris takes great pride in being an entertainer and knowing that this room is meant for gathering, for dinner parties and the like. It is decorated very finely to impress. And Iris it's almost like a flock of pigeons if you spill food at a park, but with whippets gathering around at the foot of her chair at the table. Because
Really distressing. Deeply distressing.
Like, they know, like sharks smelling blood in open water. They smell the fact that she is the weakest link at the table.
Snackies.
And will feed them food when her husband's not looking, because I think maybe he doesn't approve of that behavior. So it's a lot of
But it's only like the like the 12 most well behaved whippets. Like none of them really.
and they are wearing sweaters.
Yes.
Of course.
That's
Right away
it's
then.
cold now.
You know, not the people.
And I would just like to add that the china is custom, and it has little whippet designs around the edges.
Oh, 100%. I imagine the gravy boat is shaped like a whippet.
Oh
Shaped
my
like a
god,
whippet.
the gravy boat.
And they just pour, and it like comes out of the whippet's like mouth. Like that's like the
Like a
boat.
elongated snout.
Absolutely. But yeah, the teacups, the plates, the bowls, like everything has whippet emblems across it, as it is at this point the sort of sigil of their estate. And and Grant. What's his name? What's your dad's name?
Grant.
Oh, Grant. Grant is sitting at the head of the table, of course, where he belongs, and he's very invested in his food, as there's a whole feast laid out behind in front of them. I would imagine it's way more than this many people could ever possibly eat, but it's about the extravagance of it.
I think there's like a growling sound, but it's not coming from any of the whippets. It's actually Rosalind like staring daggers at her mother because she's actually wearing like a dress.
Rosalind's wearing a dress.
Mm-hmm. Formal dress.
And her mom made her.
Yep.
I think Iris picks up on the look and she just goes, Mr. Chalmers, don't you agree with me that my daughter is looking particularly radiant this evening?
Oh, yes, ma'am. She's a vision. You know what is also lovely is you, ma'am. You look also a vision.
Oh, too kind, Mr. Chalmers.
Those sweet jumpers you have for your whippets. Might I say, are quite fetching.
Why, thank you. I would like to take credit for picking them all out myself, but I'm afraid that is a duty I split between myself and my children.
They all help. So would I be... Oh, I'm being presumptuous.
No, please.
I would love to help someday. Maybe like part of the family.
And she's just going to flash eyes at her husband, like...
I think they're multiplying.
Quite possible, sir. That is one way breeding works.
Seems like, you know, I turn around and there's a certain number, and I turn back around and there's a certain number more. They're just sort of cloning each other and running about.
Life has a way of seeing people and couples pair up and start families.
True.
What are you on about, Chalmers?
Natural course of life. Yes, sir?
I told you we should get them fixed.
Okay.
Let's not talk for the table right now.
Probably not a good time.
Grant, please, we have company.
I just give Alexander a look like, I'm sorry, that's why.
We have a company. Our children do not count.
But I count. We should count.
You count. I don't need to put on airs about you. And Chalmers, you've been at this table enough times. I certainly hope that you don't expect the ultimate airs from me.
Oh, no, sir. I expect it to be like a normal family meal. Maybe
normal. Right.
Grant.
I'm sorry. Did I?
Normal to
Darling.
me.
Did I say something wrong?
Not in the slightest. Mr. Chalmers.
Just saying we should fix the dogs.
Might I ask to what we owe the pleasure this evening?
Did you not receive? I sent a letter to. Sorry, I did believe I sent a formal letter this last week.
If you sent it to my offices at London, I, of course, as you can see, was on my way back here, and I've just arrived. So if you've sent a letter, it has missed me. But pray tell, what did this letter include?
Oh, I was hoping that would be my opener for.
Well, just spit it out, Chalmers.
My mouth just went really dry. I'm so sorry.
Okay. You're doing great. This is fine. Rosalind just keeps pushing food around her plate.
Kind sir, madam, I have come this evening to ask for Rosalind's
Can you pass the gravy boat?
hand.
God, Father!
Grant,
What?
Absolutely. Yes,
It's
sir.
not my fault the bird is dry.
the young man is trying to tell you something.
It is a rather fetching.
Dinner in my own home.
Father.
Imagine.
Father.
Grant.
What?
I love you.
I love you, my sweet.
Thank you.
It is a fetching gravy boat again, sir.
Is it?
The meal has been lovely.
The gravy might as well
Absolutely.
come out of this boat's ass.
Honestly, I think we're all kind of immune to the sheer magnitude and repetition of whippets as a motif. I barely see it. At this
Please
point.
don't say that in front of your mother. She'll have another one of
I'm
her
sorry.
fits.
No, I didn't mean it in
I
a
don't
mother. I'm so
have
sorry.
fits, Grant.
Oh my
What do you
God.
call that when you spend it in bed all week long?
Oh my God, father, mother, please. Oh, God.
So
The French call it ennui.
Ennui.
Rupert, I need someone on my side right now.
I call it a fit.
should I?
No, Mr. Thomas, you are. Go ahead.
Are we sure? All right. Timing
Out of
seems
wine?
strange.
Are we out of wine? Because
Dear sir,
my
I'm
glass
trying to
has
ask
been-
for your daughter's hand in marriage.
You
I
raise
find
your
her
voice
extremely-
at me at
I find
my
her-
dinner that I invite you to in my home.
Grant.
Sir, the invitation, I
Iris.
believe, was extended by the mistress and madam of the house. They are the ones that invited me this evening, sir. I think I've made my intentions quite clear. If you are not willing to accept me, I am a perfectly good match for your daughter.
Oh, I don't
I
think
can
that's. No one's saying that.
provide for her.
Father,
What?
no one's saying anything of the sort. Are they?
Saying what, if anything?
I do
What
have
of
a
what? Don't put words in
sizable
my mouth.
fortune.
What? You speak of my fortune?
I have a sizable fortune. I believe I can take care of your dear daughter, and I respectfully ask for her hand in marriage. Do you grant it?
Can someone use a monologue token?
I want to use one. I want to use
I
one.
want to know, Abria's in her monologue. I want to know Rosalind.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my monologue token for that.
Thank you.
I got
I can't
you.
tell if she wants this or not.
Wasn't supposed to be like this. I want to secure the proposal from Mr. Chalmers. He's perfectly lovely, and especially after that garden party where he was speaking in defense of me against my brother. I haven't inspected that one whit yet, but he's a perfectly lovely match, and I cannot imagine a better one. So if my darling father and mother and absent-minded brother can get the fuck out of my way and just let this happen, I could move on with my day, change out of these ridiculous clothes, and go back to being myself. I hate patriarchy, and the fact that I even have to go through the old man puts me nearly in fits. And now that we're sitting there, he reminds me so much of Rupert, and I can't tell if that's because I'm learning to dislike Rupert more, or if my father is just a bit of a bore. And why will no one refill my wine?
Can I use a resolve token here? I would like to use a resolve token to have two servants come in from like through the same door, but they wrap around the table at opposite ends and refill Rosalind and Grant's wine like right at the perfect time. Like they start with them and then they start going around the table to refill the alcoholic beverages and hopefully cut some of the tension.
Yeah, I don't think you need a resolve token for that.
I can just have them do it.
That was just helpful.
Well, I just think if Grant out loud has been like, why is my cup empty? Like if they hadn't done it by then, they would have done it then. So
Okay.
But
good.
I
When
do
they come
love
around
that.
to Rupert, he
flavor.
goes, "No, none for me. I'm good, thank you."
None for
Rupert, do
Rupert.
something.
Oh my god. Well, what opinion do you have on it, Rosalind?
Yes, father, absolutely.
Absolutely.
What? He's a
I've
fine
never
match.
heard you speak about this man in any great length or any great, I don't know.
I sent you a letter about
fancy?
him.
And how much heart was in it?
All of it.
All
She
of
says
it.
with a tiny bead of sweat because she can't remember what she wrote.
I see you speak on hunting with more passion than I do about you with this man. This is what you want.
Father, if I may interject.
You may not. Rupert, I'm having a conversation with your sister, and you will hold your tongue until we are finished with our rapport.
As you say.
Father, as the head of this family and the future Marchioness of Pembroke, I cannot envision a better match than the darling Mr. Chalmers. He has been nothing but a perfect gentleman to me. He suits me in every sense of the word. And if you did not hear my ardor for him in the letters, then my good father, my darling papa, you did not seek it. I love him.
Love is a strong word.
She is a strong woman who I
We're
appreciate
talking.
her strength and her passion.
Darling, hold on. We're talking.
Yes, dear.
The daughter that I know is just so free. I give upon you the estate. I give upon you the inheritance without the weight of needing to matchmake, but yet you put this weight upon yourself. Why is this?
Father, these are conversations for other days.
You brought it up. This is brought up. I was tricked into this dinner thinking I was going to have a nice meal of bird and gravy, and I've been given a hard time about the gravy, and I've been delayed on my wine, and now you are bringing this to the forefront with your whoever he is.
He's a lovely man.
We're all lovely men, aren't we?
That's not necessarily true. And I will not raise my
Iris?
voice to you because I love you. But I will not argue with you about this. I have made my decision.
Well,
You
I'm
raised a
smart.
strong woman.
Smart enough to know that when you make a decision, it is hard to move it. So I will not try to convince you otherwise, but I just want it to be known that I am not putting this pressure on you. And there is no need for you to make such hasty decisions. And there was no call for it.
Father, you haven't been in Hertfordshire for months. The pressure exists. But my love for Mr. Chalmers exists outside of it.
He'll lean in at this moment. So only his daughter can hear and be like, "You wrote to me in that letter with uncertainty. Yet you bring this to my table. You confess to me in private that you wish to be free. Continue your life as it is. But yet here in front of our family, you want to bring that all crashing down. I put up this fight for you, my daughter. Because I love you, and I think to know your heart. But things change, so just tell me now, quietly in my ear, whether you want me to say yes or no to this engagement.
Father, I love you with all my heart. And I am doing what I think is best. Please say yes.
Fucking damned. I did best, and look where it's got me. A house
many
full of
whippets.
fucking whippets. 2 beautiful children, I will say, so I'm grateful for that, but a life full of resentment. A life full of whippets. It's so sensitive.
Please say yes. And I think she just kind of dissolves into tears and gets up and runs from the table.
Right, well, you were saying, Rupert?
I think the second that conversation started and Iris saw that they were going to be whispering at length, she leaned over to Grant, and she goes, "Lovely jacket you're wearing, dear. Do you?"
Not to Grant, to Chalmers.
Chalmers, yes, thank you. And starts like loudly talking to try to cover up the fact that they're whispering.
Oh, Iris is a real one. We love
That's
it.
right. We love Iris
trying.
now.
Did you see
Fine.
the painting that I purchased? It's from an up and coming aunt. Which is like.
But he does turn to Rupert and is like, "Okay, now we're done with our conversation. What did you have to say on the matter?"
All I meant to say, Father, is that the relationship between a father and a daughter is different than a father and a son. That daughters have different interests than fathers often, whereas fathers and sons tend to have the same interests. So I imagine that perhaps my sister writing to you about the hunt is a means to communicate with you on a subject that you both enjoy.
What are you saying, Rupert?
I'm saying that
You're prattling on, and I fail to see a
I'm
point.
saying that she doesn't know how to talk to you, Father.
And you do.
I believe I do.
You think you know the language of my heart, of my intentions?
I would not say that. I would just say.
Then
that
how can
I-
you? Then how can you say that you know how to talk to me? If you do not know those basic things about me.
Well, then perhaps I don't.
Perhaps you don't. And you were saying, Mr. Chalmers?
Yes, I was saying that I love your daughter and I wanted to be a part of your family.
Yes, well, permission granted.
Welcome to the family.
What a beautiful day, and what a perfect dinner this was.
Is there really not more wine?
I thought they just refilled your glass, sir. If you take a look
They
down.
did.
So sorry. Did you
And
want
with
mine?
that, we'll cut the. He's like, no, I really don't. We'll cut that scene, and I think we sort of. I would like a slow pan back and a fade out, and I want to see like the faces of Iris. Like, what's her reaction to sort of this permission being granted?
She looks like, have you ever seen beauty pageant contestants smiling when they're clearly hating what they're doing? And it's like,
Yes.
Yes, such
you.
and
I
the
wish I were
yes.
anywhere else. Like that's what she's
Yeah.
doing at the end. Like you can tell she's very much like, if I keep smiling like this was a normal family dinner, maybe I'll believe it. She's so just uncomfortable with the airing of private family matters in front of Alexander before he's officially family. I think it makes her really uncomfortable to have someone there for discussions about feelings when that should be
Absolutely. Yeah.
behind closed doors.
Absolutely. And what about Rupert?
Rupert is at the conclusion of all this and things have settled. That's when he starts drinking.
He's like, actually, on second thought, can I?
Yeah, it's like yeah, because
I
that
love
went
that.
that went pretty well for him.
I did it. So we're panning out and we're fading to black and we're seeing these sort of like mannerisms and interactions, and I think we're seeing Chalmers like quite pleased with himself.
My
And an
heart is
absent-
full. My
an
heart is
absent
full.
offering his wine to this new
Sir.
father-in-law. And of course we have an absent Rosalind. Where does Rosalind go?
She's just crying in her room, dog. I just needed that one like good Regency moment of splashed across the bed in a dress, weeping.
Love it. Yeah, I just didn't know. Yeah,
Yep.
love it. I didn't know if maybe she like took comfort in writing or
No, not in
yeah.
this moment.
Not in
I
this
think
moment.
your dad spoke some like
Can I
real hard
spend?
truths.
Can I spend a resolve token instead of going to her room because it's still daylight out? She goes to the stable, rides a horse just off into the field, crying. Just like in a dress riding a horse.
Just open mouth crying.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and we're gonna add that it's sloppy enough that like she's used to wearing pants. She doesn't ride side saddle, so she's just hiked that motherfucker up and it's just going. It's not great. It's not a great look.
I don't think that needs a resolve token if y'all are into that. That's not really
fine. We're all
gonna
into
affect her. Yeah. Overall. So we sort of darkened the scene of the dining room and then see this sweeping shot of Rosalind on a horse just openly weeping. Really weird.
Yeah.
All right. And do we have another scene? Another scene in mind here. We've got some rumors about Rosalind. We still have that one seen gallivanting around with Dame Clara. Actually, I'm gonna move that one to fading since it didn't get spread again this turn. Edwin being court-martialed. Iris blacklisting Dame Clara. Rupert trying to make Dame Clara jealous. I feel like a lot of these center around Dame Clara, so maybe Terry, do you feel strongly about any sort of scene we could do with Dame Clara? Her engaging with someone, or
question.
Good question.
Good question. I feel like
Oh, she'd mentioned that they wanted to go shopping. So perhaps
That's true.
Dame Clara is taking
Adelaide.
her shopping.
But they
like
were
shopping.
gonna go. They were gonna go shopping before the event. That already happened.
To get her some clothes.
Yeah,
Lots and lots of
looked
clothes.
ravishing.
I really, really want to see Rupert and Dame Clara actually interact because we've talked a lot
true,
about like
yeah.
how they feel about this stuff moving around, but we haven't actually seen them together.
Yeah. So what is this situation we think they're actually engaged in, that they would actually be engaging?
Good question.
Is there... Yeah.
Maybe he comes to call on Adelaide, and Adelaide is finishing up a painting and she's very focused.
What if he commissioned her to do a portrait
of him?
Ooh,
And then Dame Claire is just sort of lurking in on the process. I like that a lot. So Rupert kind of has to stay very still and quiet, and then Adelaide is painting and Dame Clara is imposing. I like it. So we talked about in the last episode, we have the artist Garrett that Adelaide works out of, but you were saying if people come over for portraits that maybe she should do it in a different room or rearrange. So have you sort of called upon her to do it in a different room?
We rearranged the conservatory. It has beautiful skylights. And I think it might be a nice place to do a portrait.
Love it. So we are entering the conservatory. And how does the conservatory at Connerton look?
It's got lots of plants, beautiful greenery, some tables, like little French bistro almost, I imagine, like inspired, like it's an indoor outdoor room. And I imagine that it's got like pink tiles of some sorts, kind of in it. It's very but like hand painted tiles, like because I spent a lot on it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's kind of the vibe.
That's great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we enter in on this scene.
If you could just move just a little to the left, just lift your chin up a bit.
My left?
Yes.
Okay.
As the light changes, just keep adjusting a bit.
I fear I make for a poor model.
On the contrary, you have quite the face for portraiture.
Thank you.
Am I entering now, or am I letting
I think
tension build?
You're already there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you've been there.
I think you make an exemplary model, Rupert.
Oh, thank you, Dame Clara.
Dame Clara, I'm certain you could get a better view of the painting process if you were to come sit closer to me if you'd like.
Oh, I was just observing his modeling at the moment. I could never hope to have your talent and ability, but I could hope to model one day.
Any day, Dame Clara. You know I'd happily paint you.
I've done a little before, not much, but they said I had quite the face.
You still do?
Capture 1,000 ships.
Right. And Adelaide's just kind of like normally when she paints, I think it's something that brings out her personality, and she's very relaxed and like free flowing, and this is like so stiff and so uncomfortable. And every time she's doing a brush stroke, she's looking at Rupert, doing a brush stroke, looking at Dame Clara, like very uncomfortable, like what's happening?
So, you go.
No, please.
No, you. You.
Oh, I was simply saying, I don't believe I'd been to this room before, the conservatory. It's very lovely.
Thank you so much. I spent a lot of time here. It's a lovely place to read.
You read much, Rupert?
I do. I was not granted the same level of education as my sister, so I had to find some more my own path towards learning.
That's surprising, Rupert.
I've often found that to be self-taught is to learn things that those who attend university will never truly understand.
Yes, I've often found that that schooling is a depositing of knowledge and not learning.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I truly think there's something to be said for being a self-made man in every sense of the word.
I truly did enjoy my time at university.
That's right, Clara. You are a learned woman of a different breed, the likes of which a woman such as myself could only hope to aspire to.
I only was there for a short time before I went and got married. I mean, that was part of the university plan, I do suspect.
Yes, it often was. I believe my mother was somewhat upset that Rosalind didn't leave boarding school already betrothed.
But she seems to have found a match at this point, yes?
Yes, I believe could possibly.
Could possibly. You seem like you have some doubts.
I have no doubts in my sister's ability to find love.
What about your ability to find love?
Well, I must admit it has not been something that has been on my mind as of late.
All right. Not on your mind at all? As of late?
No, although I have noticed that some of my priorities have slightly shifted lately. I find myself experiencing all sorts of new things. A year ago, I would not be sitting down to have my portrait done by a very talented artist.
Yes, she is talented, isn't she?
I think Adelaide kind of like leans over the canvas and just makes eye contact with Rupert, and like you can just see that she's blushing and like turning beet red, and she kind of like quickly hides her face again without saying anything.
art is an expression, I think, of love, and being able to capture people's essence is truly a gift. It's a gift to bring life, focus in a new way. You get to capture people's joys, their sadness, their imperfections, but somehow when you put them all on canvas, they glow. They I'm sorry, I just got a little flustered.
No, I believe I may understand what you are saying. An artist takes I guess, a moment in time and cements it in a way that, I guess, highlights the best of it.
Yes.
Speak up, Abria.
I was like, is there a hand in the room?
I would like very much to use a resolve token. I want Daniel to show up. I think he came over to Pembroke in the middle of Rosalind being on some tear about needing an answer from Rupert about something because he insists on keeping all the books, and she's like, I'm going to learn. And was about to send a servant to go ask Rupert's answer for something immediately, and I think Daniel volunteered.
Oh
when she
yeah.
said
Wait. So what's he going under the guise of? To get...
Under the guise of like finding out where like the ledger for the last year's expenses are.
Oh, okay. And who's looking for it?
I am. I'm the head of the house, and I'm supposed to know these things.
I'm looking for the ledger.
Where do we keep the thing about the money? Are we poor?
Okay, I like that. So he's sort of been like, yes, I will go presently. No need to send someone else.
You're right. It's too important for a servant. Thank you, Daniel. You're a very good friend. Go!
I am, aren't I? And he'll ride his horse thusly over to the Connerton estate. And in the midst of this sort of emotional exchange between Dame Clara and Rupert, the door of the conservatory opens and Daniel steps in, looking quite wet as it is raining outside. There's a thunderstorm, so Daniel's just like dripping and he's looking a bit disheveled. All his clothes are sopping wet and hanging off him heavily, and his shoulders are hunched, and he's just looks around the room and is like, Rupert,
Daniel, old chap, what? Oh, you look an awful fright.
You're soaked.
I had to come most presently with urgent matter. And he stops speaking and sort of looks over at Adelaide, and then quickly turns his gaze back to Rupert. There is a emergency with the ledger, your sister and its finances. So
my sister wanted to learn the finances.
She's looking
guessing
for the ledger of last year's expenses, quite urgently. So
yes,
perhaps.
Yes, I imagine it's incredibly urgent. May I suggest that you perhaps, Dame Clara can have one of her assistants maybe brew you a nice cup of tea, and you can sit for a moment, waiting perhaps for the rain to pass, maybe dry yourself off. And then when I've concluded my portrait, we can go and I can show my sister the ropes of family financing.
Right, your portrait that
yes,
Miss Harraby is doing of you.
Miss Harraby, I met her the other day, and she's a quite accomplished artist, and I thought it might be fun.
That's so
to-
interesting, Rupert, because you've only expressed to me a complete disinterest in the arts. So it's great to see a change in your admirations.
It,
What? I'm sorry. Mr. Boyle. Could I I'm what?
Remember
Excuse
my
me?
my friend I was speaking to you of the night we met. This is he, Rupert.
Rupert's your
Wildingham.
friend.
Not
Oh,
quite an
we've been
interest in
acquainted.
the arts, if you require me saying.
no, that is fair assessment.
You just
I
said the
spoke-
most beautiful words about art just a moment ago.
Yes, and
Oh, did they
I
sound anything like this? And Daniel just recites what Rupert had said, and it's something that he likes. I'll use a resolve token if this is okay,
Yeah.
Eric. I'll use a resolve
Fuck
token.
that. I use a resolve token because I
No,
want this.
Wait, I'll use a resolve token for him.
Okay, fine. I don't know. I just like
Eric,
Daniel.
you get one. You get one.
Yeah.
And Daniel recites back what like the poetic musings that Rupert just had about art. Is that perhaps perchance what he said? Because I often
I
find
shall
myself
call one of my servants to.
no, it's fine. As I've spoken to Miss Harrowby before. I never fully appreciated what art was. I knew it from a studious standpoint, facts and figures.
Studious.
And
You
it
have
wasn't-
more to say. I want to hear what you have to say, Daniel. What was that
I-
under your breath?
I have nothing to speak of presently.
that this is the wonders of a great artist, that they can show even the most, I guess, ignorant to the true power of art what art really is. I think it's a testament to Miss Harrowby's incredible skill.
Thank you.
Right.
Damn, Clara, do you feel as though it would be okay if my good friend Daniel went to a washroom to dry himself off?
Yes, he can go to the mud room. There's some suitable clothes you can change into, and we can set those other by the fire. I'll send a servant with you.
Daniel
Please
shoots
take
a,
yourself out.
Daniel shoots a glance back over at Adelaide and then to Dame Clara and then to Rupert and then goes, No, I think best to stay wet. Who knows when the storm will dry up. I'll just be on my way, get back on the horse and I'll let your sister know that the information I had for you has been delivered and no need, ma'am. Thank you, Dame Clara, for your generosity and your hospitality in this short stay.
You're welcome.
Bria, just talk.
I'm trying not to interrupt.
She's trying to be respectful of the story. That's part of the rules too, is that you raise your hand or like DM the facilitator to see when it's okay to butt in. So you leave her alone.
That's
Bria.
right.
Listen, as a white man, I can't wait my turn.
The one time I've been quiet my whole life. You got
Oh
to
my
savor
goodness.
it.
Bria, what were you gonna say?
I would love to have Rosalind. I want to spell your resolve token to have Rosalind send a message to, like, a letter to Dame Clara, like shortly on the heels of Daniel, begging her pardon and saying that the storm is getting worse, and she would never dare to risk her dear brother or darling friend Daniel's health, trying to get back in the storm, and if she could extend her like gracious courtesy to allow them to stay until the storm passes.
You're such a dick. Yeah, but you have to give Daniel a resolve token.
Yeah, I don't care who I
House
give
party.
to. Let's go.
House party.
So a servant, as Daniel turns to leave, a servant walks into the room with a silver platter with a small note on it and hands it to Dame Clara.
Ew. It seems the rain is going to continue on for quite some time. You might as well get cozy here for a while. You're all welcome to stay. There's room for everyone.
Stay.
Shall I get some brandy?
Yes, I think a brandy seems quite fitting right now.
Brandy all around then.
Great.
And perhaps I could, there's a change of clothes I could borrow, perhaps from your late husband. God rest his soul.
Oh no, I have some clothes in the servants' quarters that will work just fine.
Servants. Orders, great. Yes. Thank you.
I have not held on to his clothes. I donated most of them to charity as I had no need for them.
Perfectly right.
And the ones I did save are of utmost care and importance to me. Thank you for your understanding.
Of course.
Presumptuous.
Say what?
I said presumptuous.
Presumptuous. Listen, dude's wet. Won't let him leave.
Girl, you heard that rumor. Why are we messing with new money? Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Wait, which rumor?
That
About Daniel coming into money.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's new money and that's gross.
Yeah.
We stand Clara in this house.
Can I just say, I've already used my monologue token, so I'm relying on someone else at some point to use a monologue token on Dame Clara because I need to know. I need to know what she's thinking. I need to know what
I
she's
need
thinking.
it.
It's
Who has
killing
theirs
me.
left still?
I will give Dame Clara my monologue token. If Terry, no, I was thinking like I want to see Daniel's inner monologue, but honestly, I think it's more fun because I think we know exactly where he stands. So yeah, I want to see what Dame Clara has to say.
Thank you.
My gosh. All right. Oh. So sometimes you take the trash out, and then sometimes the trash comes into your home. Or should I say rubbish? Who knows? Depends on the era, huh? So I can't believe he had the nerve to ask for my late husband's clothes. What an assumption, and how rude. And the things that he's tried to undermine Rupert in front of me. I think half the town must know that I have an affection and feeling for Rupert. Is he trying to undermine and get between us? I've set up this beautiful day, this gorgeous rainy afternoon, to have a lovely artist make a likeness for potentially my future husband that shall live in my home. What to do? Maybe we should play a little game. Yes, maybe a little game this evening. Little competition, something healthy that Rupert will do well at, that Daniel will not. Maybe a game of some riddles or chants of some sort. We'll see. Could be quite fun. Could be fun. I am.
Oh my god.
My skin is clear. My crops are watered. My depression is cured.
Oh my god.
This
Dan,
is
if
everything
ask
I've
Dame
ever
Clara
wanted.
Oh my
Clean
god.
skin.
Really got intense there. Okay. I'm terrified of this game. Yeah, I think Dame Clara's gonna do it like a human hunt or something.
I was like, ready or not. Anyway, really good movie, Smart Weaving. Check it out.
I love that movie.
Inspiration.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah, I was thinking about it earlier today. It definitely showed up in my brain right now.
So I think when Dame Clara suggests that Daniel put on the servant's clothes, the servant that had like come in to bring the letter sort of nods to Daniel to insinuate that he should follow him. So Daniel sort of takes one last look around the scene and then is just like, all right, I guess this is happening, and follows the servant out of the room. into the quarters, and then you sort of take back the position you were before the intrusion of Adelaide, going back into her painting, and Rupert posing, and Dame Clara imposing. And with that, we will fade out of the scene, and that will close out our second novel chapter. Oh my God, we have some things to consider for next cycle as far as.
I don't think I've ever been in such an uncomfortable scene in
It hurt me.
That
it
was
hurt me.
so awkward, and it was beautiful. And y'all are
so
just
good.
so good.
Oh
but
my
that was the most
God.
uncomfortable thing. I've never understood fully the phrase like you could cut the tension with a knife until
Facts.
that scene. That was so uncomfortable.
Very, very much so.
Put it on some bread.
Blame Abria.
Y'all, it is just as good to meddle from the side than it is to like be in the game.
True.
Oh
Yep.
shit, that was great.
My favorite moment last week was spending a resolve token to make a Bria spill tea.
It talked about that,
That was
all
so
week
good.
long.
That was so good. I also brought that up a couple times this week. I'm like, the stakes are so low, but they're so high.
But like, are they? Because
Dunked on Daniel. Yeah, I did not know Dame Claire fucking hated Daniel. I guess it's because she just loves Rupert so much.
Yeah, and he talked trash about him. I didn't like it.
He did not talk trash. He talked truth.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, which
That was
sounded like trash.
previously well,
Which
I
is-
guess when you're,
yeah.
just sort of.
But he
into
talked
You're
some-
trash.
this rich. You shouldn't talk about people like
Yeah.
that.
When you're,
Daniel
he talked
isn't
truth.
though.
Talk truth to someone above his station.
Yeah, he definitely was out
Yeah.
of line. Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I
Okay.
was like, no,
Yeah, I
you don't
feel
get
you.
to wear my husband's clothes. You're no.
Yeah.
Even if I have a bunch of them, no.
And no, I'm sorry, they're private. Dead
They are.
people clothes.
Mhm.
All right,
When
so
I
we're gonna,
resurrect the ghost of him, it's fine.
Oh,
we're
you're
gonna
one of
need
those
something
dowagers.
to. God, I can't wait till our major event next week is just like somehow everybody ends up at the Connerton estate, and then there's a murder mystery. I can't wait.
Dun,
It's
dun,
raining outside.
dun.
There's a murder mystery. Daniel is dead. Who done it? Oh my god!
I did it just with daggers for my eyes.
All right, let's try and speed through these final phases so we can wrap it up here. But the reputation phase, assess your character's behavior. Did anybody get a negative or positive reputation tag?
That's debatable.
Debatable.
Acted in obedience of society's conventions despite considerable hardship.
Did you?
Yeah,
What'd you do?
I said yes to a proposal.
Oh, that's right. That's right. No, that's a very good point. So add an adjective to your character sheet. Positive adjective.
Positive, adjective.
Remember, you can use these reputation tags as resolve tokens. I don't think
I
anyone's done it
forgot
yet.
about that.
Yeah, I forgot
I
about
Remind
that.
forgot
y'all
to
like
do
twice
that.
a game, okay? I'm trying.
I also forgot about that. Thank you so much. I know you're so good. I just don't
That's
understand
all
words
right.
sometimes. I'm just
That's
like,
all right.
oh, that sounds nice.
Hey guys,
What are those
does
words?
austere mean? I forgot again.
Oh, it's like
Like super rigid,
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
restrictive, and
like austerity
Severe.
is like very extreme measures. They're
Yeah.
restrictive.
That's not it.
Very serious. Yeah. Does anybody? I mean, the air.
I'm gonna put proper.
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 Yeah, I think that works. All right. Anybody else have a reputation tag they think they got?
I feel like Dame Clara got to Daniel before I could, so I probably allowed a person of a lesser rank to talk down to me or treat me as an inferior. I don't think I should have I didn't take Daniel to task the way I should have. And I
Mhm.
let Dame Clara do that. So
So
I
a
will
negative.
take
Yeah.
definitely negative, and I will take the reputation tag mean spirited.
And then you also get a negative reputation condition as well. So what do you think that is?
That's gonna be bad example.
Okay. Got a lot going on right now, man.
Yeah, I gotta spend some of these.
A family member follows your poor example and throws care for their reputation to the wind. Like, oh, you just let aspiring professors talk trash on you? Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, anybody else get a reputation tag, positive or negative?
Where are the tags? I see the little things where to put it on the
They're
doc.
family background sheet.
Yeah, yeah. So yours, like, gain a positive tag if you acted in service of duty or morality, acted in obedience to society's conventions, denied your desires, or made a sacrifice to uphold the family name, or get a negative tag if you acted in contravention of society's conventions, acted on desire in a way that compromised your duty or morality, or shamed or embarrassed the family name. I don't know. I don't know if any of those apply
this time.
for
Yeah, I don't think you did.
I don't think I did this time.
And next.
I'm open to hearing what y'all think. I feel like she pretty much stayed the course of what she's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I mean, that situation was awkward, but I don't think she like went too far out of her way to be cordial about it, and she didn't go out of her too far about her way to like make a weird deal out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I think just none this round works. Cool.
Can I get a negative tag for sending a PI to snoop about Adelaide? Is that weird? I can't tell if that's weird or not.
I think it's weird, but everyone else argued that it made sense. So
yeah, even I did.
So I think not.
Okay.
Apparently,
check on that reputation.
Fucking normal.
References.
Well, I just think rich people are weird, and so they would do that.
Like,
normally.
personally, I
You know
think
what I mean?
I watched so much.
It feels weird to me.
I watched so many episodes of The
rich people are
Crown,
weird.
but that's like what they do because it's
Yeah.
like if you're about to like basically
was just
turn somebody into
imagining-
royalty or like inherit that much money, it's a business deal at that
Sure.
point. You have
I imagined our version of Tommy would be like, Mom, I have some things to tell you about the Mrs. Harrowby.
I don't get that reference. It's okay.
He's a very serious man with a very serious mustache.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's move on to our epistolary phase. Again, we are running a little long, so let's just keep it to 1 per person instead of 2. If you want to write a letter yourself or use a resolve token to get someone else to write a letter. Anyone?
I want to write a letter to Daniel.
Okay.
During the storm while he's staying there.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I can use a resolve token for that one to make that one happen if
There's no resolve token needed, yeah. Unless
okay.
Unless
Oh.
it's got some weird juicy shit in it, then
I
yeah.
want it to have weird juicy shit in
What
it.
do you want to
I-
have
What
in
do you
it?
want it to have
I
in
don't
it?
know. I want to see your imagination run wild. I'm just mostly
Okay.
you're gonna write to Daniel.
Okay,
now I'm
I don't think you
excited.
can just use the
Just
resolve token and
suggest.
say go
Oh.
crazy.
Okay.
No, just Sabria, just no resolve token needed. You can just write it.
Daniel, you have been a loyal friend of my family and fierce companion of my brother Rupert for quite a long time, and I feel remiss that we have not been closer over the years. Please do not think that my sudden affections and attentions to you are at all grounded in rumors, whether or not they are baseless. But I cannot help but ask how things are faring over at Connaughton. The fervor with which you left was not lost on me, and I cannot help but wonder, my dear friend, what the source of it is. I am in dire need of good counsel and good confidence, and would be a fierce friend if given the chance. Please consider me an outlet for any of your thoughts and urges. Oop, nope, not urges. I scratched that out. Start over and don't write the word urges because that's weird. As everyone involved over at Connaughton are near and dear to my heart. Even the young Mrs. Harrowby. So please call on me if there's ever anything I could do for you. Yours in friendship, Mistress Pembroke.
Okay. Does someone have a monologue token still? Because as
Nope.
per, no one has one.
No, they do, but I actually don't. No,
You
we
made
use them.
us use them.
Yeah.
No
you
one
didn't
has
use
one
it.
left.
Terry didn't use yours.
You didn't.
I thought I
see yours clicked
did.
off.
I ticked it up. I thought I used it.
No, because I used mine to make you do your monologue.
No, I thought I used it not for me. I mean for I thought it was for you. It was for somebody.
If you said you
Am I
use it,
crazy?
then you.
I
used
thought I
it.
did, but I'll
yeah.
unclick it. I don't care. Whatever.
Here's my issue is that per last episode, we saw Rosalind read the letter that was meant for her brother, and she knows that Daniel is working with Rupert to try and undermine her inheritance, and now is writing him and offering him. And like she basically like swore in that moment to be like, oh, you like this girl? Well, I'm gonna mess that up for you. And if she has like an inclination that he leaves in a fucking, tizzy to go to this place to deliver this thing, I don't know. This
Yeah, I'm trying to make a friend.
No. This all feels real fishy. Real
It's super fishy. It's real fishy. But we don't have a monologue token, so you'll never know.
Or we could say I didn't have it. I really thought I used it, but that's okay.
Well,
Or Junk Garage just came through big.
I was gonna say,
I think we got one.
We
Okay,
just
great.
unlocked a
So
monologue
thank you, Junk
token.
Garage.
Well, I will take the monologue token then,
Yep.
and I will use it to do the thing I just said.
All right.
Thank you, Junk Garage.
I am surrounded on all sides by people manipulating me and falsely feeding me what my best interests are in order to what? What I have cannot be taken from me. Of that, I am certain. But I no longer trust my brother. I certainly don't trust Daniel. And even Dame Clara's attentions and affections are scattered at best. I hoped to rekindle a friendship and have not felt the warmth of it. If I'm being very honest, Mrs. Harrowby is the only one I trust there, but I do need a man on the inside, and I cannot imagine someone more spineless and open to subtle manipulations than the young, striving, aspiring professor, Mr. Daniel. So if he is on the outs with my brother, I will use that to my advantage, protect my dear Adelaide, and find out what the fuck is going on.
Daniel does not deserve this.
Nah, he like talked shit before.
Or maybe he does. Or maybe
He
he
spoke
does.
up against me like he was my equal.
He's trying to be
asshole, Rupert.
He's trying to be money. This is how you fucking learn.
He's trying to be money. He's not trying to be money. He came into an inheritance. Someone in his family
Rumor.
died of Bria.
Yeah, he's trying
That's
to be
just
money.
a rumor.
Or he's
He's
trying
not
to be
trying
so
to
money.
be money. He's trying to be
Trying
a
to be
professor.
so money.
He's trying to teach the youth so they
Well,
can
he's about to
improve their
learn today.
station.
He's
We're about
gonna
to take
learn
him to
today.
school.
Let's
Y'all
go.
are fucking assholes.
Wow,
I
yo,
hate it
you
here.
don't become a peerage without
Does
doing
anyone-
some shit.
Does
I would
anyone
like to
want
write a letter.
Oh my god.
I would like to write a letter.
I'm deeply offended. Write a letter, Eric.
Okay, I would like to write a letter to Dame Clara. My dear Dame Clara, I wish to thank you for allowing me and my good friend Daniel to stay at your home for the evening to wait out the storm. I found the evening to be very entertaining and filled with joy.
No. I'm insisting we play out this evening next episode, so don't act like it already
Okay.
happened.
Okay, then I don't know. Then my letter was going to reference that a lot. So then
You could write her a note while staying in her house.
That's if you knew where this letter was going, I don't think that this letter
Ooh.
works yet.
Can you write it down and save it for next week?
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
know what I'm.
Oh my god, I can't wait already.
Eric will never be forced to write anything.
I just
How
really
dare
want to
you.
see. I really want to see the night they're stuck in the house by a horrible rainstorm, playing fucking games play out. Because what the
Oh
fuck
my
does that
god.
mean? What the fuck does that mean? So I insist. I insist that happens. But
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Eric. Please keep it in mind for next episode.
Yeah, I will.
Anyone else want to write a letter? This can also be in the past. This could be like earlier on in the game. Let's cut back to the day before, after the picnic, maybe, or we don't have to do it either.
Okay. I know what letter I want.
Okay.
After Rupert's writing a letter to a not a museum, but like a local place that would display pieces of art. And he's where, what that would be exactly.
I think museums exist.
Yeah, a museum.
Or is it like art collectors? Like if you knew another of a state nearby
Galleries,
that was
maybe.
like,
Thank you.
Like just a
Michelle.
gallery. Somebody who's got a gallery show coming up.
Mhm.
And he's like, we'll give this guy a name.
Oh wait, I've got one. Hold on. The patrons on the Saving Throw show, Patreon sent in names for us to use. Let me roll a dice really quick.
Turbo Naruto 2069.
Turbo Naruto 1969. Hey. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lady Eloise James.
Ooh.
Lady Eloise James. Greetings, Lady James. We have had the occasion to meet briefly, but my name is Rupert Willingham. I know that you are always on the lookout for displaying art and donations of artwork from accomplished or up-and-coming artists. I've just come into acquiring a lovely piece of artwork from a local artist by the name of Adelaide Harraby that I feel would be great for your next gallery collection. If I will send over any details that you need, if you wish to view it beforehand, that is also acceptable. Thank you in advance, Rupert.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Anybody else want to write a letter or compel a letter? You?
I feel like kind of think. I feel like I want something from Adelaide. I'm just not sure where I need it to go.
I want to compel a letter from Dame Clara to the Colonel.
Ooh. Okay.
Where you stand on this, girl?
If it's a resolved token situation, so if you want to deny it, Terry, you can.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I think I shall hold it for the next week.
Ooh, spicy.
I like it.
I'm going to write a letter from Cecily Baybridge to Dame Clara. Dear cousin, it is with the utmost respect and joy and love that I write to you and say a great thanks for the picnic that you hosted. I met so many lovely people, and I feel the connections that I had made on that day will last forever, and I have you to thank for that. To think such a wondrous person and such a handsome person could also be such a fantastic party planner. I mean, the lengths at which you went to make sure everyone was comfortable and everyone had their drink of choice available and the palate adored by the treats and the goods that you brought to that blanket in your very, very fetching garden on the Connaughton estate. And I should venture to say that I would love to spend more time with you on your estate and with your connections, and I think it would bring me great joy. And I know, dear cousin, that you have a big heart and would love to instill joy in others. And so I pray that that you do invite me to more events, or even just for a stay, perhaps a week or two
a fortnight even. I dare say it would be such a treat to spend time with you in your wonderful home and enjoy your fantastic personage. Please do reply and let me know as soon as possible when I can expect to join you at Connaughton. Yours truly, Cecily Baybridge.
Thank you. Oh.
You don't have to respond. I just wanted to get Cecily in there.
Oh my God, no, that was amazing. And yeah,
That's out here striving.
wow. I love her and I feel like I know her and I feel like maybe I've been her at one point. You know what I mean? Though, like, let's get all those connections. Let's like make sure we make it happen. Like, I just feels very like,
Oh my God, we should get brunch.
yeah, like, oh my God, let's like, okay, like we can get drinks. It'll be great. I'll see you again really soon. Oh my God, I just felt so LA right now. And that's how she felt. And I hate her and I love her. And I relate too much.
Can I like pick your brain? That's what they're saying.
I don't want my brain to be picked. I don't want it. You don't want it. We can have a conversation.
I'm gonna use my final resolve token to compel a letter from Rosalind to her father. Maybe not a letter, but like a note that she sort of just would have left on his desk or something.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, so
what
you can
about
take a resolve.
specifically?
I think about the engagement.
Yeah.
Her response on it. He had said some things to her, perhaps.
Yeah.
In response to that.
Yeah, I think it's just like a little note tucked in whatever book he's reading. So it looks like a bookmark kind of poking out that just says, Father, everything that you said was honestly so true that it cut me to the core in a public way. I apologize for the show of emotion, but I am absolutely doing the best I can to be what our family needs, what I think I should be in our society, but I have my doubts. He's a good match and a good man, but I don't know if I am making the right choice. And if you can bear me saying something so flippant, I still have time to figure it out. But at least this way, my position is secure. I love you with all my heart. Thank you for being exactly the person I need, even when I don't know I need it. And then Rosie. I think she signs it Rosie.
He does call her Rosie.
Yeah. I will pretend away.
Oh my God. Okay.
Y'all are so cute. Oh my gosh.
I think that'll wrap up our epistolary phase unless anybody else feels strongly about a letter. New?
More next week.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of good cliffhangers right now, and I'm super excited. I wish tomorrow was next week.
I wish tomorrow was next week.
Right?
But our final phase really quick is just upkeep. We've used our monologue tokens. I'm going to reinstate my my resolve tokens. Then we're going to no. Everybody gets okay. Desires. I feel like maybe Rupert's desire is changing.
Yeah, I don't know if he's all the way there yet, but yeah, he's definitely, it's not as, he's still working his angles, but yeah, I feel like he's losing a little bit of it.
Okay, so you don't want to shift it at this point.
Yeah, I don't think he's willing to give up on his ultimate goals at this point.
Okay. And what about Dame Clara?
What am I doing?
So like your desire that we, initiated before the game started, do you feel that has changed?
All right. I
turn your enemies' connections against them.
I feel like I'm not doing that as much. But that's still always kind of my guiding light.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to check in with everybody.
Yeah, I'm still kind of a troublemaker, and I think I'm still doing that.
Okay.
And then Rupert, we just got a little closer tonight, and I cannot wait to find out what happens next week because I feel like there's gonna be some stuff. We have a whole night in my house.
That's right.
It could be more than a night. It's a big storm, y'all.
That's storms.
It's like when I got stuck in Hurricane Sandy and I was in Massachusetts. It was wild. I was supposed to fly out that day.
Oh my God.
Back to LA. I had just finished a show and I was like, I guess we're here now.
Ross needs time to change the fucking laws.
It took me days to get home. Oh no.
Disinherit. And yours still feels good, right, Negs?
Yeah, that's definitely still what she's trying to do.
Well, then I think we're all on course. Does everybody feel like we're on brand with what we set up at the beginning as far as like how we're telling the story? Does everybody feel comfortable? Like we're on track in that regard?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Just the right amount of whippets.
Just the right amount.
STEM sensitive whippets.
We need so many more whippets. Like
but yeah, so that is our chapter for today. Please tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, aka 8 p.m. PST here on twitch.tv/saving throw show, or if you're watching this on the YouTube, thanks. And before we head out, let's go around and say who we are and plug your thingies and your stuff. Terry, do you want to start?
Okay. Hi, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, hang out with us. This has been so much fun. I was looking forward to this all freaking week and all day today. It was like the thing that got me through work. So anyway, thank you for joining us. You can find me at the Terry Gamble on the internet, the Facebook, the Instagram, and the Twitter. This week, what am I doing? This week on Saturday, I forget the name of the channel right now. That's bad, but I'm going to be on a thing called Horror Unscripted, which is basically like improvisational horror. I'm super excited to guest on it. I'll just follow my socials so you can find out more information about that. That's this Saturday night. And then next Monday, new episode of Horror Movie Survival Guide. This week we actually did audition. Don't watch it if you're not really a horror person because it is scary as hell and it'll mess up your life. But it's all about having good references for someone you're seeing before you propose to them. Very, very true. So listen to the podcast if you don't want to watch the movie, then you'll know what I'm talking about. What else is happening? I feel like there's more things. Oh, Diversity Hire Comedy. We just had like our finale, but you can watch some back episodes of that. I do improv and sketch with some of my dear friends that I studied with at Second City and we had the NBC Universal Fellows last year. So we were kind of a big deal for a hot second. So you should check it out. We're funny. What else? I feel like there's more things, but right now, I'm doing a comedy show. I'm going to plug that right now because I need to sell tickets this week and next week on December 4th. It's a Zoom comedy show called Jokes from Home with my dear friend Mayur. And I'm going to be doing some stand-up. So sometimes that's funny too. So check it out.
Yes, please.
It's fun because you can hang out in your living room and it's a cool room because he asks everybody to leave the Zoom sound on so we can actually hear you guys' laughter, which is like a dream. Especially screaming into the void as we all are kind of right now and, through the internet. It's weird sometimes. So thank you. And that's me. Next.
Abria?
Hi, I'm Abria. Catch me on social media at Quiddy. I stream a lot of places. In lieu of that, just follow me on Twitter and I'll tell you roughly 3 to 5 minutes before a stream starts when I'm going to be on it.
Next.
I'm sorry. I just had a panic and tried to open a remote app on my computer because I was like, the music just turned on in my living room and the cats must have turned the TV on. So I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to hear it when I unmute my mic. And then I realized it's the music from the show.
All right, that's me. I'm the cat.
So in case, you're wondering how I'm doing emotionally, the amount of functioning brain cells I have operating right now. I'm Neko Oryx and I can't think of a single thing to promote except I hope you like this show. This is fun. Thanks for letting me do it with y'all.
And it's your birthday!
Happy
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Thank you.
Love you.
In minutes.
I love you.
Minutes away. We love you. Oh my God, Goddess.
I wish we were all together to celebrate in person. I'm very sad.
too.
I miss
I
you
miss
all.
Sitting on the
Miss
side of
you
the table
guys
with you and
so
holding your hands and staring at these people.
I miss playing darts with her. You.
Oh my God, it's probably been a year since I played darts.
Where does anyone even play darts?
At
Don't
a
because
bar
other
that
people have
doesn't
to touch them.
They don't have a tap. They only sell bottled beer because they don't have a
they're
good
the
liquor
worst.
license.
Don't go
my
there. It's pretty awful,
God.
but that's part of the charm.
Pretty great. Eric? Wait, next were you actually done plugging your
Yeah,
stuff?
I'm done. That's fine.
Sure.
Thank you for having me.
Twitch.tv/NegaOryx and all the things.
Doing the Lord's work.
And now that she's
Oh my
crying, hi everyone. You can follow me on all the social media, mostly Eric, which is also my Twitch channel where I stream video games. And you can check me out here on this channel Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for New Pantheon Academia, which is our anime-inspired demigods game. It's a very JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Persona type thing, and we're in high school and we got monsters inside of us.
Oh no.
Yeah, so just like a high schooler.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's a good point. That's it, Eric?
That's all I got.
Okay. My name is Vanna. You can find me streaming hypothetically 5 days a week over at twitch.tv/Vanna. That's VANA. You can also join me. I'm doing a guest spot for this site called Sword and Scroll, where they do private D&D sessions. Tabletop RPG sessions. And I have 2 games coming up this week. You can catch me on Friday at 5 p.m. PST in a game Becca Scott is running of Call of Cthulhu. And there's 6 player slots. So these are all on my Twitter at Havanarama, HAVANARAMA. If you want to check my retweets, they're there. Or I also have a game tomorrow. Tomorrow, that is the Buffy the Vampire Slayer tabletop RPG. I don't know if there's still slots for that left, but go check it out. I'm in the adults only one because I cannot control my foul mouth. But yeah, check that out tomorrow. Elisa Pearl is running it, and I'm super excited because I haven't played with her since Overlight, so it's going to be really great. But they're not streamed, they're private, so it's just like you hanging out with some other people that love the tabletops, and it's going to be a good time.
That.
So yeah, check that out, Cussin', and join that if there's spots available. I'd love to see some Saving Throw Show folks over there. And yeah, thank you so much to Dom for being our intrepid leader here on Saving Throw Show. Thank you to everybody who contributed to our sub goals tonight, or cheered bits, or tips, what have you. I really appreciate it. You keep the now metaphorical lights on the studio here. So thank you so much for letting us do what we love and come together and tell stories for you, because we just love doing it. And thanks for spending time with us tonight, whether it was 2 minutes or 3 hours. Appreciate you. And we'll be back next week. And until then, please brush up on your period dialect and inform us how it's done.
Yes.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Mwah, mwah.
Bye.